Welcome in. Welcome in. We are live. Hey guys, welcome in. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. I am a reseller out of South Austin, Texas. In the middle of Texas-ish, kind of, sorta. And we're going to do, what am I doing? Photographing. I'm photographing stuff. Okay, good morning. Actually, good afternoon. I have been listing all day today using Nifty. DW, what's going on? I'm just getting everything set up here for all of our friends in all of the places. So I was just going to get some pictures taken, and I thought, DW, welcome back to the team. I thought I would just pop in here and work with you guys. So I'm good, DW. I'm good today. I have had copious amounts of coffee. You know, I had a tiny scratchy throat yesterday, but it feels better today, so I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. Oh my Lord! Good! We almost hit our goal. Guys, I need to start dreaming bigger with those little live achievement goals you're supposed to do. I set them up and then they get done by DW. What's up? I appreciate it, Andrew. Welcome in. DW, you're such a love and a light. You're like literally the nicest person ever. I swear. Mew, what is up? And we reached our goal. That is record time. We just reached our goal in under a minute. I'm telling you, I need to dream bigger. What's up, Michelle? Blink, welcome in. Cheryl, welcome in. And guys, if you're joining us over on YT, I do a lot of these. I do a lot of live, like working, chatting, reselling ones. I do a lot of live shipping ones. So I kind of do a little bit of everything. And then sometimes I just get on and chat. So feel free to subscribe or like or any of the things that you want to do if you're interested in hanging out with kind of a little bit of a weird girl. I'm weird and I like that about myself. Pamela Causey, what are we doing today? So what are we doing today? I am just getting pictures done. So I got up this morning. We're trying a new system at our house to see what we think. Kind of like, you know, revamping the biz a little bit. So I'm taking the pictures. Justin is uploading them into the computer, into Nifty. And then he's putting like the basic stuff in there. And then I'm going back into the drafts and actually like proofreading everything. And then adding my own pricing and keywords and stuff in, because you know, it's like you guys know I'm crazy about keywords, so I'm putting those in there. And then I make the listings go live all at once, and then I go back and do more photos. Our goal has been to try to do 50 items a day. We're not there. We're not even close to there, but I'm trying. So right now it seems like we got 17 done earlier today. I'm going to try to hammer out like another 20 and then have Justin get those in and get me ready to be cross-listed or to be listed in the morning. So we're trying to flow. So we're trying to get anywhere between 20 and 30 done a day right now. So we'll see. I mean, it's a lofty goal, but we're trying. DW, I'm loving the hair. Look at those roots. Woo! Girlie needs an appointment here at her local hairdresser, which is my own self. Jason, welcome in. How do my teeth look today? Fresh? Crisp? I just had my color the other day. DW, I am jelly. Mine needs to be done so bad. Okay, so I'm going to get started here, guys. And if you're working, feel free to work alongside me. If you're a reseller and you want to pop in and you're going to be nice and non-confrontational, please let me know. Just knock. And if you have any questions about reselling, feel free to ask. Or random questions about life. I may or may not answer them. We'll see. Sparkling. Thank you, sir. No filter on the teeth. They probably are coffee stained, actually. Oh my goodness. I know. Jason's got the hookup on the toothbrushes. He is like, Jason, you need do you have a nickname yet in like the reseller community? Like, do you have like I don't know, like, I think of, when I think of toothbrushes, I think of so fresh and so clean, so fresh and so clean. I don't know, that's what I think about. So I'm just getting stuff hung up here, guys. Some of this probably has no business going up now because it's getting warm out, but we're going to get this stuff listed. I've got some old like vintage Paris core. So Paris core is an actual thing. It's an aesthetic. So I've got some old Paris core, very 90s kind of style stuff going up here. I'm going to put this stuff up, and then I'm probably going to have to steam some of it. I try to not steam too much. I'm trying to basically get away with like the littlest amount of effort as possible. So it can look nice, but also so that I can get stuff sold as fast as possible. This is a really interesting one. I've never seen, this is a Miss Me top, but it's a top with like a crazy back hit and a front hit. It's lost its like giant string in the front here, but I don't think that's going to matter. I've never tried the Toothbrush King. There it is. I've never tried to sell Miss Me tops, so we'll see what happens. Jason's doing the plug. DW, you can get one on my eBay store. I like that. I like the plug. I like how he's like, you can follow this link over if you need a toothbrush. Hey, I use the Sonicare, but if I need a toothbrush, Jason, I know exactly who I'm coming to. I was so obstinate about using the Sonicare too. Remember my dentist was like, you really should use the Sonicare, they're pretty amazing. And I was like, I am pretty amazing. And then I got one and I was like, oh, he's very right. They are amazing. Especially for someone, my attention span for stuff is so little, you guys, that like I can't stand just standing in my bathroom and brushing my teeth while I'm waiting for it to be done. I have to be doing something else. So I have like a whole system. I go in, I load my toothbrush up, and I brush my teeth walking around the bedroom and getting everything ready for bedtime. So I like get my diffuser going, I get my fan going, the white noise machine going, the speaker going for rain sounds. When you sleep with someone that snores, you learn all of these things. So I get all that going, I get a little heating pad going, the dog's got to get on the heating pad, you know, they're high maintenance. I get everyone's pillows adjusted. I do all this while I'm brushing my teeth because I can't just stand there in the mirror and like brush my teeth. Like, oh, speaking of brush my teeth, that reminds me of a song. Do you guys remember? Okay, I don't know. Most of you probably are too young for this. But there was this song when I was little, I can remember that they would do on like Sesame Street or like those kind of shows. And it was, you wake up in the morning, it's 7:45, you got out of bed and you're feeling kind of late. You brush your teeth. You brushed your teeth. And then it would be like, you wake up in the morning, it's 3:45, and it would like go through. And I think it was supposed to help like teach you your times maybe, but it just, I totally forgot about that till just now. Please tell me I'm not the only one that knows about that. Alex, do you remember it? I use electric too, I forget the name. Yeah, there's Sonicare, and then what's the other one? There is another one. Oral-B, is that the other one? I don't know. I got mine from Costco. I buy everything like that from Costco because if it breaks, it's like so much easier to take it back. Like, I'm like, look, I bought this once. This better last me my whole life. I mean, shoot. I still like mixers from the 70s because they actually don't break. Do you guys remember it? You do remember the toothbrush song? You brush your teeth. You brush your teeth. All those little things. Like, do kids shows have that anymore? Do they? I don't have little kids, so it's like, I don't know. Like, do they still do that on like kid shows? Are there still like those kinds of kid shows? Like Sesame Street style shows? Like Mr. Rogers style shows? Like, do they still have those? Or is it all just like the weird, crazed cartoons that make no sense? Like, I tried to watch cartoons once with my niece and I was just like, these give me anxiety. They got me Miss Rachel now. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Rachel Ray does it? All right, Rachel Ray. Doesn't Rachel Ray do like cooking videos? Wait, why is that the same person I'm thinking of? Oh my goodness. All right, you got a nice little Faraday shirt button up here with this kind of stuff too. I'm always checking for like, are there any buttons missing or anything like that? So we're just getting these hung up. Afternoon, just Joey. How's Joey today? We have something totally out of my comfort range. We have a women's blouse, which y'all know is like the epitome of my anxiety of selling this kind of stuff. But I'm trying to branch out. I'm trying to get better. That shirt looks terrible on that hanger. Oops. We're going to put you on a better looking hanger. I got these actually from the Smile Amazon store, and I really like these hangers. They just kind of help to like I love Trisha's hanger, and it's great. But for stuff like this, it almost makes it like too square. I prefer her hanger for like 2X and above. I know some people use it for all their clothes, but I don't know. I can't fit everything in the picture. So I like these. They have like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. They like bow out right here a little bit, so it like pops that forward. I don't know. I kind of like them. I've been using them for a while now, and I like them. We're just getting through. Are you meeping, Joey? Are you hanging out and meeping, my friend? Meep, meep. By the way, guys, I was looking for my costume for next Tuesday's WN, which I got. It's going to be good. But they have a Beaker costume. So I was like, he's my favorite. I mean, I just realized my two favorite characters are like characters that don't really talk and just make like meepy sounds. Like R2-D2 is my favorite. Y'all know that. I'm like in love with R2-D2. And Beaker. He is also my favorite. And one of them is like, meow, and the other one's like, those were my very bad impressions. But, yeah, so I don't know what that says about me. I prefer things that make meepies and beepies. We are meeping to the most. Dizzy, what is good? Jean, I know it's you. I know it's you. I'll probably always call you Dizzy just because that's fun. Look at this little thing. What if I wore this, you guys? What if I wore a lady's dress? Ooh! I wouldn't even know. How do you sit in this kind of stuff? Like, aren't you, like, you gotta cross the legs or something fancy? Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Ooh, this one I think is gonna go in our music show. Nice little 311. I need to plan one out. I think I might have enough t-shirts again to do another music t-shirt show. We will find out. So a lot of this stuff is that stuff that I got at that thrift store the other day. They were doing dollar days. Otherwise, I wouldn't normally buy this kind of stuff. But a little J. Crew, little silky blouse. Oh, man. I'm going to make a post about this, but I'm going to totally show you guys this while you're on here. This is so ridiculous. Okay, so I get little invitations from different companies or whatever to, I don't know, advertise stuff or whatever. Like those bags that they gave me, those shipping bags, which I hated and told everyone not to buy. I always tell companies, I'm like, you don't want me to talk about your stuff unless it's really good, because otherwise I'm going to say what I think. Anyways, I got one today that will literally make you guys die. So there's one thing I always talk about on my streams that I absolutely can't stand, and it's fast fashion. So, hey, if you wear Shein or you wear any of that, no shade on you. I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't buy fast fashion stuff. I try to buy like clothing that is vintage or sustainable or will last a long time. I buy stuff at garage sales. I buy 99% of everything we have in our home or we put on our bodies. I buy used. Just for financial reasons, but B, also just because I have watched too many videos on how much fast fashion is living inside of landfills now. So, and it doesn't burn because there's so much plastic in these clothes now that the top layer of it burns, but it never gets down. So there's like estimated, like, I don't know, I remember the last time I watched the thing, it was like 3 million pounds or something absolutely insane of like fast fashion sitting in garbage things. And I talk about this. I will not sell fast fashion. I don't want anything to do with it. It's not my thing. I don't personally support it. Again, guys, you do you. I'm just saying for me, I can't do it. So I got a invite today they would like to recruit me as a North American representative for the Shein Spring Collection. I was like, have you watched? And my favorite part too is when they're like, oh, we've watched a bunch of your videos and we really like what you have to say. It's like, do you though? Have you really watched the videos? Because if you know anything about me or have ever watched my videos, you know I talk about Y2K vintage stuff. So I don't know what in the world, like, no? Anyways, I had to make a post about it, but it just cracked me up this morning. I was like, of all the companies to send me one, it's not like a eco, let's keep the planet okay. It's like a, plastic factory. So, Coley, what is going on? Good to see you, my love. Hello, Brenda from Green Bay. Green Bay's back in the house. I got my WM package yesterday. M&M stuff is so cute. It is really cute. It is really cute. I know. It's the only bummer about not living in a mansion is I don't have enough wall space. Or even close to a mansion. I don't have enough wall space for all the cool stuff that I want to keep. Like, I wanted to put some of those M&Ms up, and some of the posters I sold at the last show I want to put up. I just literally, there's no space in my house. So it's like, okay, stop hoarding. Just share with the world. Let other people enjoy it. Charity, don't put it in a box and put it back in your garage. For the love of good gravy. So this is a shirt that I got. I paid up for it, which is $6, which for me is like crazy because I don't ever spend that much on stuff. But this is a company called Blue Buttercup, but I got it because of the aesthetic. So this is a crazy aesthetic. This is a mixture between Y3K, which yes, that's a thing. You can Google it. Y3K, Akubi, which is ACUBI. This is also like Starboy, mixed with cottagecore, mixed with 90s. I mean, by the time you finish styling this, you're also going to have a login look. So just based on the aesthetic, I think that I'll be able to sell that pretty easily just with my keywords. So I got it for $6. I gotta do some comps on it and just see what other people are. I'd like to sell it for like around 30 or so, but I don't know anything about this brand. I don't know how many there are on for sale. I have no idea. There could be 300 of them and I could be like, oh well. Or there could be none. So we'll just find out. It's also in a really good size too because it's like super big and baggy and loose, which is what's popular right now. So Sweet Briar's here. What are you doing, Sweet Briar? What is going on? So this is a good example of one that I'll probably put on Trisha's hanger just so that I can really show the whole style of this hoodie. So this is like a no-name brand, but just again based on like the aesthetic. It's an AOP, which is like an all-over print, and those are really, really popular. The more print that's on a t-shirt right now, the faster they sell. That's just what's popular right now. So Lucy Lou 61 is in the house. Lucy Lou 61 is in the house. Got this little cute purple vest for $1. And man, thrift stores and their tags, dude. I mean, can you even handle the thrift store tag situation? It's like, are they just trying to like make it difficult for people to wear clothing? Like, not only do they put the little tab things in the weirdest places, but oh gosh, I had a golf shirt the other day I got, and I should have looked at the tag more, but I didn't even realize because I don't shop in thrift stores a whole bunch, so I forget like, oh yeah, they tag things and they tags cause issues. But there's like a freaking hole where their tag was, and I'm just like, dude, what is going on? Like, why are you doing that? So one of the things I do too, guys, is when I'm doing vests or jackets, is I leave them unbuttoned. So this is just a little time saver for you. I leave it unbuttoned and then I get pictures of the inside first. Then I button and get pictures of the outside and put it away. So if it's already unbuttoned, I just leave them unbuttoned and do that then. D.A.J. Haas is in the house. Ooh, all right. Who wants to see me in this one? Little fancy ladies dress. Look at that fancy ladies dress. Oh my goodness. Can you even imagine? I'd be like, hello, Eloise. Can you please get me a Grey Goose martini? Shaken, not stirred, darling. Oh, indubitably. I mean, there's always time for fun. There's always time for fun. Think, Britt, what's going on? Hey, thanks for sharing this out to me, guys. I know this is like a super crazy random time of the day for me to be going live, but we are, like I said, we are attempting a new and different schedule here at our place with listing and getting stuff up. So I'm trying to like learn my timings and figure out my timings and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. All right, here is another one. This one's a crazy top too. I got this too, so this is just like purely aesthetic. So it's so awesomely crazy graffiti art core. It also has that kind of a little bit of an Akubi style to it. And then it's got this really wild button that kind of reminds me of like Fred Flintstone. I have found, and I probably some of the other resellers in here can tell me if they agree or not, but I find that the two things that sell the best for me are super, super name brand. So like if it's like really high-end name brand, right? Or if it's Nike or whatever. Hey, Marie, welcome back to the team. So if it's like Nike or Faherty or something that's like, obviously a name brand that sells, Roebuck or something. So that sells. The other side of it that sells is the weirder an item is, the better it sells. So like the more artsy, the more unique, the more different, the more strange, extraordinary, bizarre, I think a lot of resellers pass that up because you, especially if you're newer, and I know I was like this at the beginning too, you get in this mindset of like, I'm only looking for certain brands, and you kind of ignore your own gut feelings or like looking at like kind of what's popular around because you're like, oh, well, that's not a brand. I haven't heard of that. I think a lot of people start out as a name brand seller and then you become a little bit more of an aesthetic and name brand seller. Because it's like, if you show me a shirt like this and you show me a Nike and ask me which one's going to sell first, I'm going to say, I don't know. It just kind of depends on the luck of who's looking at it. In my opinion anyways, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but that is just something I've noticed for me. My daughters will always pick out something strange and challenge me to sell it. I currently have you got cut off on that one. Marie, I'm happy to see you. A coconut purse listed. Ooh, I like that. Did you do Coconut Girl and Kawaii? If you do Kawaii and Coconut Girl on that, that'll help too. There's an entire aesthetic for that right now. I will give you the keywords to it. If you would like, my dear, let's see if I can find it here. All right, it is, let's find it. I gotta look at my keywords here. Yep, so kawaii aesthetic, K-pop, anime girl, and chibi, CHIBI. If you wanna, I'll just hold that up there. If you wanna screenshot it, you're welcome to. So that's some of the stuff that's going for anything coconut. And then another one is the Coconut Girl aesthetic. I know this is so crazy, but this is what it is. All right, here we go. Hold that up too. Coconut Girl. That is an entire aesthetic. I know it's going to be backwards. You're going to have to kind of like, flip it around. But Coconut Girl aesthetic, summer, tropical, Hawaiian, Y2K, beachy, summer girl, and vacation. You are so welcome. You never know what someone's going to say. That's why it's always important to be checking out other resellers' lives. I try to go into other people's lives all the time because the stuff I learn, whoo, especially when it comes to, like, for me, women's clothing, because that's not my specialty. And then also a lot of hard goods. Like, someone like Joey is great to watch because he's constantly selling, like, weird electronics things. And, I mean, Jason's the toothbrush king. You got all these people that kind of specialize in, like, certain repertoires. I'm going to go to, Shops, SBH, if it has anything to do with art. Like, you just kind of, like, collect your people. You know what I mean? And so I watch Spencer a lot, and I watch, for women's clothing, I also watch, what is that gal's name? Man, I always forget her name. She's over on YouTube. She'll probably pop up on my feed here. She's blonde. She's got glasses. What is her name? Oh, here it is. Rachel or Rebecca Allison. Do you guys ever watch her? Rebecca Allison? Check her out. So she's over on YouTube and she does like tons of like bolo brands. And so what I do is when I'm watching her videos, I put the video up on one device and then I open up my phone and then I just text myself all of the things that she talks about, so that if when I'm out and I'm about and I'm like thrifting or I'm at a garage sale or something and I don't know if I should pick up a brand of something, then all you have to do is go up into your little message area here and you can type in like whatever brand you are looking for. And like I just typed in Faherty, look at all those ones that popped up. So it's like, oh, that tells me, okay, that's a brand I should look for. So, Coconut first listed. You're welcome. Good luck. I hope it works out. All right, so got a little jersey here. Number 4, car. I have no idea who it is, but it was like, I think I got it for like $2 or something. So, worth a pickup. Then we've got a little hang 10. Now, this is an old brand. Any of you that are over the age of like 35, maybe closer to 40 are going to remember this. Do you guys remember this brand from like the 90s, the Hang 10? I'm sure they're still around, but the reason I got this one is just because it's like a linen type shirt, and I got it for $1. So, Paula, what is going on? What is Paula Wilkins up to today? I mean, good gravy. Paula's like, who is this crazy person? And why is she yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me? You're very welcome. Diana Bradford. What are you doing, Dee? What's Diana up to? Oh, you got a 13 in your name. That makes me happy. Buckner wife, as compared to Buckner husband. Minnie and the Co. I'm in a silly mood today, you guys. I took kind of a minorly loungy day yesterday. I woke up yesterday. I got some stuff shipped. And then I had like a weird kind of, I still have kind of a little sore, scratchy throat situation. So I've been doing like the vitamins today. And I took like a 2-hour nap yesterday. You know what? We're working hard. We are literally working like 7 days a week right now. So every once in a while, your body just says, you're done. Have a seat. Lay down. You gotta take 5. So I did. I took 5. All right. Here is a little Roundtree in York. Now, this is not a brand I pick up. This is not a Bolo. However, it was $1. And what's really unique about this specific Roundtree in York is it's a performance. And there are millions and millions of little breathable holes throughout the entire thing, which is just really an asset here. I don't need a bigger hanger for that one. It's an asset here if you live in like Texas, because it is so stinking hot. This is a t-shirt I'm keeping for myself, I've decided, because I can do that because I got it at a garage sale. And it's a wrestling shirt, which is epic. I'm keeping it. Mom's buying more. Mom's buying more. Mom's buying more is here. Oh my goodness. Mom's is here. Mom's is here. Mom's, I got a sticker from Mom's. You're here so I can put you up on the wall. Yay! I know, poor Mom's. I got some stuff from her, like, I think it was like a month ago, on WN, and I unpacked the box, but I didn't unpack the box, I guess, well enough. She was so nice to include some stickers in there, and I thought she had just forgotten to give me stickers, and I was like, oh, that's okay, you know, everyone's busy, and it's crazy. And then Justin handed me a purple bag and was like, what is this? And I was like, I have no idea. And I was like, Kitschy, what's up? All right, Moms, we're getting you up. Mom's buying more S. We're getting you up. We're putting you on the wall. Here we go. You're going up there. You got prime location right here. Prime location. Right up there. You're up there, Kitsch. Kitsch. You get up there today, too. Look what I got. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm very excited to... Oh, that's so smart. Look what you did. Look what she did. She put the giant label on the side of the envelope that opens so that it wouldn't come open. Sometimes it's the little things you don't even think of. I never would have thought of doing that. That is so stinking smart. Catch, that's so smart. All right, we got a cute little card. What did we get? Oh, a little thank you card. I love it. Oh my goodness. Perfect. Oh my gosh. That's fantastic. I love this so much. Oh, Soggy Oggy, all brain. That's going up as well. That's incredible. But look at her sticker. Look at how cute it is. I love it. Oh my goodness. Charity, you are amazing. So grateful to know you and learn from you. You're a ray of sunshine in this community. Oh, Kitch. Goodness, you guys are going to get me all mushy today. I've been holding on to these and waiting to do a live so I could get you guys on here. Nice stickers, both of you. They're actually really good stickers. I don't have my glasses on, so we're going to attempt to peel this without glasses on. We may have to put the glasses on. I called up America's Best because you guys know I've been waiting for my Wayfarers because I had to so it was way less expensive for me to buy the Wayfarers from Ray-Ban and then go get my eyes checked because my prescription changed and then have America's Best put the lenses in, because if you have Ray-Ban put the lenses in for you, and I'm getting progressive with prescription lenses, if you have them put it in, it is so, I gotta put my glasses on, it is so insanely expensive. They wanted, let's see, what was it? $360, I think, just to put the prescription lenses in, which was insane. I mean, it was still expensive at Lens Crafters, but it wasn't anywhere close to the price that it was for Ray-Ban. I was like, that's way too much money. All right, Kitch, this is a really nice little sticker. All right, you're going up. You're going up. Here we go. Prime location on the board. Kitch, you're there. You're there, Kitch. I love it. We also are going to put up this little garbage pail kid guy. And I don't want... Oh, this is a 1987. I don't want to peel this because it's probably, really nice and I don't want to ruin it. So we're going to put him... We'll put him up right there. Here we go. He's so cute. Yeah, that's vintage. We're not peeling that. I was like, that's 1987. That's amazing. Look at how it is. I like that it's a brain, too. It reminds me of my spicy, insane brain. Oh, my goodness. I think we got all of them up. The only one I'm waiting for is for Rick to come in so I can put up the little Grogu that he gave me when I got some stuff from him. So I just haven't seen him in here, or maybe he's been in here and I just forgot. That is very possible. They look amazing! Neurovid. Neuro knows all about that. Okay. Next thing we've got, this is a little restaurant in Austin. However, it also is the opposite of South by Southwest, which is a huge, gigantic, massive music festival thing here. So we're going to get this up, especially because we got South by Southwest coming up. So I can tag South by Southwest in this. I'm so sorry, you guys. I am definitely fighting something. You can call me Mim. Oh my gosh. Wait. You're not actually Mim, are you? Are you actually Mim? Did you change your name? Which is also funny because Mim is what my son calls me. Which is funny. Hey, Mim. I don't know why. It started one day and never stopped. Okay, next thing we've got here is a little, I got this for $1. It was Red Tag Day. There's a little thrift store I'm going to about every 3 weeks. I've got a nice little rotation I'm doing. And they do different color tags. And this was Red Tag Day. So I got a lot of this stuff for $1. So this is a Talbot's. It's a Talbot's Petite, which I try not to get. However, this is 100% wool. And it's in great condition. And for $1, you just can't snooze on that. I know this is kind of a weird time of year to be getting this up. But it's in the bucket. We're putting it up. If it sells now, great. If it doesn't, it'll just delist and relist until it sells. Then we got a little Lulu. Little Lulu here with a little back hit Lulu guy here. I think I picked this up. I think I actually got this at, I don't remember. I feel like I got it at a garage sale. I have this one hanger and it's see how it comes forward? But it doesn't have the big, huge shoulders, but it's got that big thing and it works. So if you guys ever come across one of these hangers, I got this one at a garage sale. There was a code on it. If you ever come across one of these, it works really good for these type of little workout shirts because it puts I don't know how to describe it. It puts distance in between here, which makes it so when you go to take a photo, they just look really good with them. I don't know. I just really like it for my little workout tops. It's me. I started a channel for my adventures. Okay, it is. Hi, Mim. Neuro, I'm going to try to remember that. You all know how much I struggle with names. I have such a hard time. That's why most of you, I just call you by what your name is on here. And then when your name is something different on a different app, it's like, oh, I wish my brain would remember stuff like that. Like, we were talking about the other day, I totally had like a weird woe is me moment about something. I was just having like one of those frustrating days where my ADHD was just so bad. And it happens like if I don't get enough sleep for enough days, or like I said, I think I'm fighting a little cold or something. My ADHD will just get really weird. And so the other day, what day was this? Was this like Sunday maybe or something? I don't even remember. I was just having one of those days. And it's like I couldn't get anything done, and everything I tried to do wasn't working. And I was finishing all of these tasks, and like I totally had like one of those honest human moments in the kitchen and just totally broke down and was like, why can't my brain just be normal? Why do I always leave cabinets open? Why do I hurt myself every time I get in the kitchen? Why am I so clumsy? And just totally had like one of those freaking crazy moment things where you just have to get it all off your chest. And I'm good. I'm fine. It's just like every once in a while, you have those kind of like human moments. And that was one of the things that's like, and I can't even remember. And I'm crying anybody's name. And Justin just giggled. He's like, honey, if the worst thing that's happening to you right now is you can't remember anybody's name, you're doing okay. And I was like, I am doing okay. It was a moment. Guys, we have them. We have our moments. Sometimes we have our moments. I'm going to make my golden seal tonight. Yeah, I did, because I just started filming it like yesterday. And I was thinking it was kind of a fluke. I woke up today feeling good, but I definitely am like, kind of like, oh, a little bit today. So I'm going to make my little golden seal tincture today, for sure. And then, but last night I did like a mixture between I did like a huge batch of like vitamin C. I doubled up on zinc. I have like an echinacea elderberry syrup, so I got that on board. I took a little bit more of that this morning, and I just don't have time, guys. I do not have time to be getting sick. There is no time for it. So this is another shirt that I'm going to put on her hanger, actually, because it's like a 3XL, and it'll just take such better pictures on Trisha's hanger. So we're going to do that, and then what do we got here? What is this? Oh, little denim and the cactus flower. So this is like Denim and Supply. This is the Robert Singh, I think, collection. These sell really, really well for me. They're not huge money makers. You're going to get anywhere between like $11 to $15 on them. But they are, this time of year, like consistent sellers. I have been selling one of these like every other day, I would say. I don't even know how many I have left in my inventory. Let's take a look. Oh, we just sold a pair of jeans. Perfect. What did we sell? We just sold a pair of jeans. We just sold a pair of 2010 Levi's 526 slender boot cuts. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, so let's see how many we have of these cactus. I've got one. Oh my gosh, only one left. I only have one left. That's so crazy. Yeah, I had maybe 10 of these up for sale. So that tells you that's a 90% sell-through rate. So crazy. The other thing that has been selling for me so good the last 10 days is Wrangler, which is so crazy. And I get it. The Western aesthetic is hot. But the Western aesthetic's been hot for a minute, and none of my Wrangler stuff has been selling. And then just in the last 10 days, I have sold 3 Wrangler shirts, I believe, 2 or 3 Wrangler shirts, and I think 3 pairs of Wrangler jeans, which I know that doesn't seem like a crazy amount, but I mean, usually Wrangler sits in my store forever. I only pick it up because it's at a garage sale and it's hella cheap. But now I'm kind of kicking myself because I've been passing on all the Wrangler jeans, because when I would get them, and they're never big sellers, guys, $12, $13. They're not crazy, but I like to find jeans like that are in the same size and then sell them together. And so that's what I do with Nike shirts, and that's what I do with low level, Levi's, Denzins, or, a lot of times, I don't know, just really generic dadcore kind of pants. If they're the same size, I'll sell them kind of together. But I've been snoozing on the Wranglers. I've been snoozing on the Wranglers because they just didn't sell, and they're apparently selling. So, who is Ricky seeing? I've seen him, but I haven't picked any up yet. Marie, it's like it's a designer that designs with I don't know too much about it, and if someone else is more educated, please chime in. But he designs with the Denim and Supply and the so this brand here, like Cactus Man. Let's see, is his name on here? I don't have my glasses, so I can't even tell you guys. Yeah, there he is. So a lot of times it'll be there. It's like a little, like it's like a little preppy core kind of situation. Think of like H&M or something. Like, it's nothing crazy fancy, but they seem to be really just consistent little sellers for me. I usually pick them up for like 50 cents or $1 at a garage sale. If you see it at the thrift store, probably not worth the price they're asking, because you're probably going to pay anywhere between like $6 to like $8 or $9 depending on your thrift store. If that's the case, it's not worth it, because they're just never like, they're not huge money makers, but they are just nice little consistent sales, especially this time of year. I come across some super nice ones, never picked up. K-Rock, are you talking about the Wranglers, or are you talking about the Cactus ones? Yeah. Oh yeah, Creekside. I think you're the one that told me that too, rodeo season. So that makes sense. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, I haven't done a full 4 seasons of full-time reselling yet. So I really only have been full-time, like, I don't know. Last year I started getting really serious, like around July-ish, August, I guess it was. So I haven't done a spring. I've sold stuff in spring before, because I've been doing reselling, but the first like year and a few months I did reselling, I was just super part-time, and I was mainly just selling like hard goods from when my mom passed. So I haven't been around for that. So maybe it's always like this time of year. I don't know. Maybe someone else knows better than I do on that one. So, VT's in the house. What's going on? Ashley Outlaw, good to see you. And if you're over on YouTubies and you got any questions or anything, feel free to ask or chime in, guys. I'll pick up denim or pearl snap Wrangler shirts under $2 and Wrangler jeans with a patch on the B. Yeah, and the patch on the B too. So if there's a back patch here, guys, and they are a super, 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 super faded pair of Wranglers, like really nice fade, I would consider taking the back patch off. Wrangler back patches come off pretty easily. They're like this. The ones on the B are like a really cheap. They're not real leather. It's like a plasticky kind of leather. And if your jeans have faded a ton, they'll have this really nice, crisp coloring underneath that back patch. So if I had a pair of like old Wranglers, I would consider taking that off, just because I think they'd sell even better having that like patch underneath. Back under 5, they always sell 23. Yeah. Just came in. Are you sick? You saw me stuffed up? Phoebes, you know what? I think I am fighting a little something. Yeah, I woke up yesterday, kind of sore throat situation, so I didn't do shipping or anything yesterday. And I'd only sold 3 items anyway, so I was like, it'll be short shipping anyways. I was just like, I just am feeling like a little like I'm fighting something, guys. I'm fighting a little something here. But we are not going to let that slow us down. I refuse to allow a cold to get me. I'm too busy. Too busy for that nonsense. But that's a crazy catch that you picked up on that. That's wild. All right, I'm just going to plug in my little steamer here, guys. And we are going to get our little items steamed away here. So what do I steam? What do I not steam? Basically, when I look at items, I try to kind of just decide, like, if it's going to look super wrinkly in the photos or it's going to look lifted at all, I'll steam it. If it's over $50, especially because people that are willing to spend that usually want it to look a little bit crisper. It's like if you look at this shirt here, right? It's like all wrinkled up here. I want to make these arm things look nice and cool with the roll cuffs. This is where you can roll it down or roll it up. I usually will take the photo like from here up, and then the next photo is going to be with them rolled up, and then I'll also show how it can roll down when I do like the size ones. But I like to get my stuff like this steamed, but something like this, I mean, one spot here, maybe a couple steams there, but it's just not, you know. Man, I used to be so crazy about this, you guys. I used to, like, literally, I would steam every single thing. I would never not steam something. What is happening here? Why are you not working? Work for me. Work for me, you steamer. Oh. Well, that's because it was already on and then I turned it off. Thanks, Phoebes. Yeah, I'm good. I feel okay. A little tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little tired, but that's okay. We're hanging out today and here we go. It's better hanging out talking with you guys in here than just hanging out and being in here all by myself. So Justin is off doing a whole bunch of stuff out there, so I am solo in here. Just one more chapter. What is going on? What are you doing today, my friend? What are you doing today, my friend? Yeah, so we're just going to get some stuff steamed here, guys. I cannot wait to get my new prescription. Oh, my new glasses. It's going to take me a minute. Who wears glasses here? Anyone else wear glasses? So I've never had progressive glasses before. These are like prescription the whole way through is prescription. So I can only wear them when I'm like close up to stuff, because if I put them on and then I look far away, everything looks insane because it's for my close up prescription. So these ones I got are progressive. And from what I've heard, I watched some, you know, we all watch our TT videos. So I was watching some TT videos and a couple YT videos on it, on just kind of getting used to them. And I guess it takes like a second to get used to it. Like, you could get like headaches a little bit in the beginning and stuff like that. So I don't know. Does anyone else in here wear glasses? I'm supposed to, but I hate how they look. My wife yells at me. I don't mind how the glasses look. I guess for me, it's less of that and more just, you know, I don't want to get like a seasick feeling. So, but I mean, if I had to count the number of times in a day that I, take those glasses off and put them back on, it's probably, well, let's see. Justin and I counted that up. We counted it, and it was like, we did it over like a 4-hour time period or something, and I think I took them off and on like 50 times or something crazy like that. And it was just like, I am spending so much time in my day taking these stinking glasses off and on. So I decided we're going to try progressives, and if I could just put them on and leave them on, I'll be happy. Potato Books is in the house. What is going on, Potato Books? We're just doing a little steaming here. By the way, these little hand steam pad things work great, especially if you've got stuff that has like a rolled edge. So I just put it on and then go down. You just got to make sure that you get one that's thick enough so that you don't burn your hand. I bought this after, gosh, it was one of my first TikTok videos I did, I think. I burned my hand like insanely bad, like peely bad. And so I went online immediately and got that because I was like, I am never doing that again. So I'm kind of a lazy steamer, guys. I don't go too crazy with it. Like I was saying, when I first started, I mean, I just did way too much. The amount of time I was spending on stuff, but, you know, we learn, we stretch, we grow. I was spending crazy amounts of time getting everything perfect, and it was like, why? Like, it's good to look good for the pictures, but at the end of the day, if the person is just gonna, if it's just gonna get wrapped back up and put back in a thing, like, what is the point of that? So, that's what I think anyways. So, I definitely am not as crazy about it as I used to be. It's like, that's it. That's the extent of the steaming on that one. I couldn't handle the progressive. Plus, it was too much, Dizzy. I'm hoping mine will be okay, because my my prescription is not very hardcore. So, like, my distance prescription is almost nothing. And then my up-close prescription, it's just not too crazy. Like, it's to the point where I can't read tags or read my phone without glasses. But it's not like, I can see things fine from a distance really without them. So what really I'm excited for is The top portion doesn't really have much of a prescription at all. What I'm excited about is just being able to leave them on. The taking them off and putting them back on constantly is just too much. And I have to wear them around my neck when I do that with like a little chain thing, because you guys know my brain just forgets things, and so I just lose them. Or I put them in the world's most insane places, I should say, like, the refrigerator, or just like, who even knows. Lost my cell phone on the shelf in our bedroom for half a day. Battery was completely dead in it, so I couldn't figure out how to find it. And it was back on this back shelf in my closet, that I had set it down for 2 seconds while I was looking for a matching sock, and then just completely forgot about it. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And then whenever I do like a dark color like that, I also learned this the hard way. I take my little mitt thing here and I put a paper towel on it, and then I do this. Because I got blue, because this stuff will lift out dye, steaming does. I got blue dye on a shirt. That one's got just the tiniest little tint there, so that's why I do it. Stell says, I have progressives and I only wear them to drive or watch TV. I haven't let myself get used enough to wear them. I tried those Ray-Ban camera frames on at Target. They are styling. They are styling, Jean. I should have mine. I called up America's Best today, and they said that they're supposed to be there, I think, Friday. So I have to go drive and pick them up, and we'll see. I mean, I spent a good chunk of change on them, so I'm really hoping. I'm not one to, like, spend a lot of money on myself. Like, I'm the child of a single mom, for sure. Like, I buy stuff used for many reasons, but also budgeting, and I just don't, I don't spend the kind of money that I just spent on these metas, but I have something really fun planned for y'all that I'm going to be doing, and I'm really excited about it, and Justin and I are trying to figure out the logistics of it because it's something that nobody else has done, so we'll see. We'll see if we can figure it out. I'm married to a techie, guys, so I'm hoping he can do the impossible, which is what I'm asking is kind of like an impossible thing, but we're going to find out. Now, with the silk, I am going to go inside here because the incredible, amazing Miss Riz, the Rizzler, taught us this, that when you do silks like this, as much as you can do inside, do, and then the rest of it, just kind of go away from it and don't let it touch anything. So, I am forever grateful to this community for the amazing people that we have that know all sorts of things that I would never have known without this. So, gotta love that Riz, man. She is the lady. Yeah, the metas look cute. And what's nice about it is that the metas are, they're the same frames that I basically wear. So these are my regular glasses that I wear. And the metas are almost the exact same frame. So it's really nice because it's like my face is kind of already used to wearing them. So we'll find out. What's up, Nike Mike? Nike Mike. I was just getting Nikes listed today. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Mikey Nike. Hey, Nike. He Mikeys. So I got to have an old moment today, if you guys would like me to share. So there's my son and I love sending each other memes, like we're the meme family. So I was sending him this video today of this guy, and he's like doing the Beastie Boys song. He's like intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. Like, okay, most of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you won't. I sent him that. And he goes, oh, that's a fun song. He's like, it sounds kind of like a robot. And I was like, that's the Beastie Boys. And he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, that's like a Gen X thing. I don't even know who that is. And I'm like, okay. Well, first of all, I have fully failed as a parent. So let's just call that spade. But I was like, that wasn't even that long ago. And then I realized that's not true. Because I saw that song live when that album first came out. I saw it at a venue in Seattle. I had won, this is so random, I won tickets to go see Summer Jams, which was like a big thing they used to do back in the day. It was like hip hop and rap artists. But I wasn't interested in anyone that was playing. And so I won these tickets by selling the most shampoo and conditioner at the beauty school that I was going to. And so I won these tickets. This gal named Marlena wanted to go so badly. So I sold her the tickets. And then I took the money, and my ex and I went downtown in Seattle and found a scalper and bought those tickets to go see the Beastie Boys. And then I realized what year that was, because I went to beauty school that year. That was in 1998. Oh my God. How am I that old? Thank you, hyaluronic acid, for helping my skin. Because that's insane. 1998. That's so long ago. That's so long ago. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I got to have kind of an old feeling moment for a second. But moving right along. Tell me somebody else in here knows what I'm talking about with the intergalactic. I cannot be the only one. What happened here? Did that turn off? Oh, my fuse. I always forget. I can't plug. Oh my gosh. I go through this every single time. All right. Charity. You cannot plug that plug into the power strip. If you plug it into the power strip, it shorts out every time. Every single time it flips. You have to plug it into the wall. You left an open plug in the wall so that you would remember this. Brain, remember that. Yes, intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. I know, how dare he not know that? I mean, like, he was 3 years old at the time, so I understand why he does it. But, like, that's so crazy. Like, how was that long ago, you guys? I used to be young. I remember that. I was young then. That was like, I was young. Nothing creaked when I woke up in the morning. Somehow this has turned into like a you're an ancient, you're ancient. You're ancient go live. Oh my Lord. All right, getting this all done. Who's got WN shows tonight? Is anybody doing a WN show tonight? I feel terrible. I missed, I think I missed AZ and Hustles. They were doing that raid train, and I totally missed it. We've just been so busy. I just completely forgot. Like I said, we're just 100% doing this, like, new situation with our scheduling and trying to get that all figured out. So my timing for everything is just bananas bad right now. Like, it's going to be better. I'm going to be better because I'll have a schedule, but, like, we're just trying to find the flow. So, Dawn Driscoll in the house. D is here. The activities can begin. All right, let's get this up here. And we're going to get this all feeling and looking good. And it's feeling good. Down, 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 down. No. Birds flying high in the sky. You know how I feel. Yep, that's about all the words I know. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Alright, just getting this hem. So mainly on these shirts like this, I'm just trying to get the hem to be flat, and then also like the arms. Because I think that it looks so bad in pictures. Like, who wants to get an arm of a shirt that's already like turned up? Turned up for what? So I try to kind of get these flat if I can. I mean, I'm not going to get too crazy about it, but quick little thing. And then if you can get one of these that like where they actually fit in the arm, then it just makes it super easy, because you can do that and then flip it around. Perfect. Get the other side. And then a little front action here. We gotta get that. Yeah, after burning myself so badly that one time, I was just like, I'm just paranoid. I don't want to do that again. I mean, I couldn't type. I couldn't do anything for like, I don't know, like 10 days. And I had to put tea tree on it to try to like keep it from getting a little infection. I mean, it was, those steam burns, man, it's no joke. And it hurts when you first do it, but it's like any burn, you don't realize how bad it is until it's been sitting for a while. And it's just like, wow, that's not good. Get this done. Doesn't need too much. Doesn't need too much. Michael Blue Play would weep in envy. Oh, absolutely. Thrifty Duckies! What are you doing, Thrifty? Midwest Picker. What's going on? You guys are, anybody who wants to come in, you guys are welcome to come in. I'm just working and hanging out, so. Just no insanity. I have PTSD from my one I did. Slight PTSD on that one. All right, this I already have pictures of. This was actually a return. I had 2 returns this week, and I don't normally take returns, but I kind of judge it off the situation. So, like, this person is like, I got this in the mail, and it was way too big, and I put the measurements in when I put this up. It's an XL. But I think when I list it this time, I'm going to make sure I really specify the fact that it is outrageously loose and baggy, because it's way bigger than an XL. It's more like a 2XL. And then the only other, I took this one back because honestly, I didn't think this person would pay the $6 to have this. Yeah, Carmen, no talking about grow lights, please. Carmen knows what's up. Oh my God. You guys had to be there. So this one, I didn't think the gal spent like almost $7 to return this. This was like a $12 shirt. So I didn't think she'd spend it because she wasn't going to get her original shipping back, but she spent it. So she spent $7 or $8 to ship this. So she got $4 back, which is, or basically she came out $4 ahead, which is so weird. Still had the tags on it. So this is what I do if someone says they want to return something. I'm like, you know, did you wear it? Is it in the same condition as when it was sent to you? And normally they'll come back pretty quickly and say, yeah, I just tried it on for a second, or, you know, whatever it is. If they hesitate, or if they're like, well, I did try it on, I wore it around for a little bit, then I already know I'm going to most likely say no. But I always say this. Okay, so I don't usually take returns, but as long as the item is in the exact same condition as the original photos, then I can accept the return. You will have to pay for return shipping, just so you know, and you won't get the original shipping back because that money's already been spent, and the United States Postal Service has that. If you would like to return it, though, just note that I do video record every single one of the packages when I reopen them for buyer-seller protection. 80% of the time, that's as far as it goes, because what has happened is someone has worn that outfit out to the club. It now smells like cologne and has lipstick on the collar or whatever, and they don't usually send it back. But every once in a while you get a return back. I got 2 of these back. They're both in the exact same condition. I video recorded myself. And so the great part is all I have to do is just go into my old listings and then just relist them. I don't have to take photos of them and go through all that again. So, Levi, what's good? What is good? Gladys? Happy to see you. Poor sweet little peanut. Yep. All right. So what are we doing next? This. I was going to get this on here. And get this. So the only other reason, like I said, that I did get this Roundtree in York, it's just not a brand I pick up very often, but it's breathable, it's all that, and then it still has its new tag on it. I am going to take off the sale price tag, though, because we don't want to show that. So we're just going to peel just a little part of this. And let me see if I'm going to need my... Nope, I'm not even going to need... I'm not going to even need any fancy things to peel that back. So we're just going to peel that sale tag off. Just because we don't need that. So, little, like, it was $50 and it was on sale for $29. I don't want any pricing like that on there. And then we're going to get this all done up here. Dizzy is the #1 gifter badge. Heidi! I'm happy to see you. Alright, so this is why I use this hanger for these kinds of shirts. Like, when they're this big a size, I use them, and that way the person can see the whole shirt. Otherwise, these just look so, like, they look almost sad on a little hanger. So I usually put them on this big old guy when it comes to that. So, and these shirts are great too because they literally unwrinkle in like T-minus 5 seconds. So, are you guys working? What are we doing today? Who's doing what? Who's working? Who's just hanging out? Who's at a regular job? Who's at their reseller job? Who's at their kid's baseball game? Isn't that started now? I don't even know. I can't keep track of sports. I know that Super Bowl already happened for the year. That's the extent. That's sad. I'm not a sports girl. Now, you know, talk to me about the fact that the new Last of Us 2 show is about to come out. We'll talk about that all day, but I don't know much about sports. You want to talk nerd culture? You want to talk video game stuff? I'm in. Neuro Mim is, I'm cross-listing on Nifty. Just started from Vendu. Yeah, it's a learning curve, but it's worth it. You'll get used to it. The only thing that took me a while over there, it just took me a bit because I didn't have shipping profiles set up. So if you've already got those done, you're good to go. But what I really like about Nifty is the amount of time it's saving me. And I'm trying the AI side of it, guys, too, and I really like it. We are just omitting, I'm not having it do an AI opener. I'm not having it do keywords. I'm basically not having it do any of the, like, AI-y things except for the title, because it helps to find the item. Then I just go in and change it up a little bit how I want it. I also, in Nifty's section, what is that called? When you go to list something, there's an area called custom footer. And so what I started doing on the custom footer is I just have this copy paste thing that says no major flaws detected, clean washed and ready to wear. Then I have measurement in inches, and then for a shirt, and then I have measurement in inches for pants. And then I've got my little disclaimer like, thanks so much for, you know, coming to my store, smoke-free home, fast shipping, you know, all that kind of stuff. What's great about that is when I go to list something now, all of that is already in the listing, all the, like, where it says measurements, and I can just go in and plug in the numbers. Nifty is supposed to be picking the numbers up from my ruler. I don't know that that's happening yet. I know they've been beta testing that, and it doesn't seem to be, it's not really happening for me yet, but I'll be excited for when that happens, because then it'll just hopefully autofill things in. But I got 17 things listed earlier today. This does not include pictures and stuff, but I got 17 things listed for my drafts in about an hour and a half, which is insane. Insane. Making plans to breed mealworms, says Levi. Levi, congratulations. That is the single-handedly weirdest thing I have ever had anyone tell me that they're doing on a live. You just won a contest for the strangest thing ever. Levi's like, thank you, question mark? That is the weirdest thing I've ever had someone say they're doing. But I love it. I appreciate it. I think it's fantastic. I'm moving furniture and trying not to expire. Jean, I do not envy you. I do not want to be moving furniture. I can tell you something weird. AZ, you know I like weird. You know I'm a girl that likes weird. I like the strange, weird, and unusual. I mean, I'm the kind of girl that, like, I don't know, things like The Walking Dead show gives me, like, peace. Like, I put it on if I want to, like, not have anxiety and just, like, feel good about something. She's broken. Weirdest or most amazing? Both. I want weirdest and most amazing. I myself in strange and unusual. Dizzy, that's why we get along. That's what strange and unusual is my jam. Typical and normal. I don't know about any of that. That doesn't really work for me. All right, we gotta do just a minor rearranging here to get the photos done. Someday I'm gonna be a famous reseller, and by famous I just mean someone that sells a lot of items, and I'm gonna live in a mansion And I'm going to have all the space in the world for all of this stuff. When I'm a millionaire selling Levi's. Oh my goodness. 3-9. What's up? Ooh, Spicy's here. Spicy is in the house. All right. Now we got this set up. We're going to get some stuff photographed. So I think I like to do things in batches. So like I'm going to do these pants first, and then we'll do shirts and jackets. AZ, where's the strange and weird? We want to know. Come on, spill the beans. Give us some juicy, strange, and unusual today. We like it. All right, so I'm going to do a picture here. I'm going to show you guys something I started doing. So I've been taking pictures of the back pockets and using that as like my opening photo, and all of my jeans. Oh, we just got an offer. Respond to offer, Levi Strauss signature heritage high rise. Originally $15.60. They're on sale for $14. The person wants $10. That's too much. So the most I usually offer is like 20% off, which if they're $15.65 would be $1.56 plus $1.56. So $3 off, which means I'm going to come back with 12. I know that it's only 10. You're like, it's only $2, Charity, but hey, $2 adds up, right? So we're going to come back with 12, and then I'm going to add this message. So I have this in my keywords, and it says keywords on your iPhone is like where you type something in and then it just auto puts in whatever phrase you want. It says, if you're willing to meet me a little closer to the asking since they're already on sale, then I'm in. Sound fair? And we're going to send that there. Done. Review counter offer. That's 24% off. That's more than enough. It's like a pair of like white heritage Levi's that I picked up at Lord knows what garage sale back when I first started. That's from the Garage Hoard. Hey. Chrissy, what's up? Carmen, you really did break me with that comment. I hope you know that. That was hilarious. Okay, and let me make sure. Carmen, can you guys see good over there? Let me look at my camera, too, because I know you guys are over on the tubies. Over on the YouTubies. Let's see. Let's change your camera angle just a little bit here. Let's make your guys' camera angle just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. There we go. Then you get some of the clothes in. You get the full case in. Perfect. Done. Wonderful. Look at that. I'm playing chauffeur, says Thrifty Duckies. Ooh! Who are you driving around? Kids? What are kids doing? Let's see. Didn't you say your daughter was doing, what was she doing? Didn't she have something she was doing, like equestrian things or horse stuff or somebody, or I can't remember what you said. I remember that from another live. Uh-oh, Dawn's back. All right, here we go. So first picture, I always kind of have to play with the lighting. Oh, we forgot our other lights. We forgot our other lights. That's not going to work. We need to put some more lights on this action right here. But you got to plug it in, and you got to plug it in. If you don't plug it in, then it doesn't work. There we go. And Charity said, let there be light. And there was! Yay! There we go. That just helps with that little bit of shadow that I can get there. We're going to turn it all the way up. Maximum awesomeness, and boom. Done. Today my parents both had doctor's appointments, and that's a chore in itself. It is. I did that when I was taking care of my mom. It's a lot of work. Wrestling manager. I knew it was something like, it wasn't just like a typical sports thing. Okay. Like wrestling manager. I love that. It's strange, but if I can sell to farmers and or people with reptiles, it'd be great. Levi, I think it's great. You guys, I am all about the hustle. Whatever you can find to supplement and make that income, here's where I'm at. I would rather do 15 little things or 10 little things than like go to a job and be there for 8 hours. Personally, I would personally rather do that. So if that means part of it is selling some worms, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Stranger the better. All right. Stranger Things. That's what's up. All right. So I'm going to get a picture of the front here, but then I'm going to show you the picture I've been using for my opener. And it has been selling me I have been selling jeans quicker and faster doing it than I ever have before. It's really interesting. I don't know why it's working so well, but it is. So, there is that, and that, and that, and that. Okay. So, this photo right here, what I've been doing is I kind of smooth one of the little booty cheeks out a little bit. And then I just take my little camera here and I try to get the thing off of the tag if I can, and then like just move it to a different area for a second. Just so it doesn't so it's not messing with the actual label. But for some reason, this has been working so stinking good. So I don't know if it's just because it stands out from the other people's pictures, but I have been doing this photo right here, like one back butt cheek, and it has really, 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 really sold all of my jeans fast. I need to go down on the exposure of that one, but so crazy. Foxy's here. What is going on? Good evening. Did everything go well with my package to you? Yes, everything went great. And I went in, this is Tag Your It, also Tag Griffin Poppin' Tags. Went fantastic. You did an amazing job. The packaging of it was perfect. And I went in and gave you 5 stars and a huge thank you. So when's your next show, Tag? Tag, let us know. Guys, I went to Tag's very first WN show. Got some really great stuff. Had a lot of fun. And he did great. We're all nervous our first time, and it felt like you just knew what you were doing, and, you had a couple questions, but I think you did fantastic. Is that your lead pick? Yeah, Nikki, that's what I'm doing now, is that back pocket for pants, and I'm telling you, I would say 60% of the pants that I'm listing are selling, lightning fast. Doing it that way. So I think maybe it's just because it does look different than everybody else's. So maybe it's kind of standing out. But this picture right here, let me get it zoomed in and looking good. There we go. Yeah, that's my new lead picture right there. The only exception would be, if it's got a super crazy wicked flared boot cut, I'm probably going to do the whole picture first, just because that's so huge right now. But other than that, or if it doesn't have anything on the back, if it's a pair of 5, 6, 9s or something, and it's just a dad core pair of pants, I'm not going to worry about it because if they don't have a tag on the back or something. But that's my thing. They are corduroy. These are corduroy. Tag says, I'm not sure, but I'll let you know. I had a few deaths in the family. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Tag. That's hard. I'm sending you love right now. Human to human moment. I'm really sorry you're going through that. That's tough. We did that a couple years ago. We had, oh my gosh, my mom, my grandma, my aunt, my cousin, and my son's bio dad all in a little span. And it was like, okay, I'm good now. Can we just... It's a lot. But I need gray cords. Yeah, these are super cute, Fox. They're literally brand new. They're a pair of 514s, 3430s originally. They are now, and they're straight legs. They are, crazy. Yeah, not only does not shrink, but the inseam is actually more like 30.5. And then the waist is 34. Oh, yeah. I am thinking that these may have never been worn. So I think these haven't been washed or worn. Riz, what is good? You're welcome, Tag. ML, then father-in-law. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's really tough. Oh, and Justin's stepdad, too, in that mix. So many people all at once. So crazy. Yeah, they're men's. These are definitely dudes. So, let me get a back picture. They've got the white tag on the back. I'm guessing they're like a 2022. They're definitely current. I'm going to take a look at them here in a second, but they feel new to me. Let's take a look. Let's see if we're right. Yeah, they feel like maybe like a 2021, 2022, somewhere in there. Let's take a gander. They are oh no, they're a 2016. Wow, that fooled me. Yeah, they feel new though. It's that same construction. Cords are funny like that. Yeah, so they're a 2016. God, I don't think that these have, look. A little tiny bit of pilling on the pocket, so they've probably been washed like one time. I mean, look at that silk tag. It's literally like freshy. So crazy. You just never know. Cords are funny like that. Cords generally, and Riz might know the answer to this. Cords to me, anything from like 2000 to now, all feels about the same. It's not like jeans where you feel it or you can listen to it. The corduroy ones almost all feel the same. Now, if you get into the 90s, it feels different because they're way more like better crafted quality. But the Y2K cords feel almost the same as the ones, like newer current ones. So, just something I've noticed. I've sold quite a few cords now, and I've noticed it quite a few times, or at least enough times where I'm like, I got my attention on that a little bit. So, is that a whiteboard tag? It's not. Sorry, guys. I'm like literally fighting a little cold. This is foam cord. So this is like a foam insulation, like that Pink Panther brand you can get at like Home Depot or whatever. So that's what this is behind here. And then this is just a piece of felt. So I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's just like a giant piece of roll felt. And then the board is slightly tilted like this so that things don't, fall off. Due to corduroy warp and weft, you won't shrink lengthwise, only in width. That makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah, that totally makes sense, Riz. Thank you. And are they just not putting the plastics and stuff in corduroys that they do in like jeans? For instance, if I feel a pair of 2016 to like 2014 to 2018 pair of jeans, they feel a certain way. And then jeans from like 2018 to now feel a certain way. But it seems like to me with corduroy, they feel the same from like 2003 or 4 to like now. Feels almost the same. Like a little bit lighter weight, but I can't like discern them as easily as I can with like a denim. So I'm curious. AZ says, I'm having another vintage t-shirt show this Saturday, 7 p.m. Lots of NASCAR. Uh-oh. Someone's going in to pull up AZ's thing. Oh, man. I found a person down in, and unfortunately, it's just so far from me. It was like on my FB Marketplace. I got all excited about it. It's all these like old NASCAR shirts for just like a super good price. But it's like an hour and a half for me, and it's like, it's a long way to drive for t-shirts, like, especially when I got as much stuff as I do right now. AZ, I'm going over right now. Let's take a look at AZ's shows. I probably already have them marked. Is that on the 15th? Is that this one here? I already got you bookmarked, baby. Guys, make sure you go in and bookmark Arizona. He literally has the best stuff, and he's doing storage units, so everything starts at like $1. Like, I've gotten the best stuff from him. Like, hands down, amazing, crazy, awesome stuff. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out. Riz, what on earth do you take? I know, right? Riz is like the fabric whisperer. I'm telling you guys, she's the queen of it. Yeah, Arizona Pickin'. Yep, he's the same. That's the exact same. Here, I'll pull up. If you guys want to screenshot him too, because I know sometimes it's hard when you get off to be like, oh, how do you spell that person's name? So if you guys want to screenshot that. I got 9 vintage Harley shirts today for $4. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. I love it. Cruisin' Nana. You know what's so great about Cruisin' Nana? Cruisin' Nana is just such a fantastic cheerleader for everybody. Like, never has a bad word. Always just so stinking nice and awesome. We just love that. We love you. You are such a good person. I love all of the amazing people that we have gotten into our lives because of this wonderful community of people. So awesome. I love that. All right, taking a picture, and then this is the other thing I do. So I do all my inventory by SKUs, so I always get a picture of the bag. And I do that because otherwise, when you go to put like a SKU down or you like transpose numbers or something, you can always go back and look through your photos. Like on iPhone, I don't know if you can do this on Android, but I'm assuming you probably can. You can search your you can search in your photos for like numbers. So I could put like, let me just pick a random number and see if I can find it. I'm literally just picking something here. Let's try perfect. No, the second, of course, I say this. Let's see. Let's do a more current one so I know it's in my current photos. So I can type in like 1400. So if I'm like, oh man, I'm like, oh, these numbers aren't quite right, or like, oh, I sold this. I remember selling this sometime around this time I sold whatever other shirt. Or you can like remember something about the number. Or let's say you forget to take photos or you put the number somewhere or like whatever. If you take a picture of your number, then you can go back in and find that number. So for whatever reason, we've used that quite a few times and it saved us from losing items. So, oh, I know we miss you, Nana. I need to start WN because I need my house back and to pay things off. Cruisin', I hear you. Oh, good. Yay. Tag. Thank you for following him. Yeah, guys. I mean, if you're snoozing on going to AZ shows, you're losing your mind. He's, Tag, you know what? Do you want to know why you're following him? Actually, I bet. I sent him a link to one of your shows right after I'd watched his. And I sent you over a message tag that said, hey, this is a great person to learn from. If you didn't see it, it's in your messages. Because AZ is a great person to like learn how to like do that flow, to see what he's doing for shipping, to kind of see how long he takes to kind of do stuff. So he's good at that. So I'm very, very limiting myself on buying. Cruisin', I am in the same department as you. Tax, I remember that. Yeah, that's so crazy. It's a small world, right? It is a small world. So this is why I was saying, when you go to like do your items, and if it's already open like this, instead of closing it first, get pictures of it open first, then you can close it and button it, and then that way you're not buttoning it, unbuttoning, and buttoning it. It seems like such a little thing, but I didn't realize how many times I was like buttoning and unbuttoning stuff until I literally was like, why am I doing this? This is crazy. So I get a picture of it like that first, and then here we go. Now we can button it. I always struggle getting buttons on when they're like the weird way like that. So, all right, getting this done here. Yeah, who's got WN shows tonight? I don't even know who's doing them tonight. I have no idea. So, all right, we're getting this buttoned up. And this is, like I said, this is not like a vest that I got because it was any certain brand. I got it because this aesthetic is awesome. I'm also going to make sure I use the words like Easter, springtime, flower, like that kind of stuff in with my keywords because of the color. Like anything with this kind of color scheme always sells really, really well this time of year. People are in that like Easter, Easter mode. So we are going to sell this. This is called, by the way, for those of you that don't know, it's called a battle vest. I say I'm limiting my buying, then I don't. Neuro, tell me about it. So I know Justin and I, so we went out last Saturday to go garage sailing. And I was like, oh, because $200 for me on a garage sale weekend is about right. And we found so much good stuff, and I think it's just because it was like the beginning of the season. There was so many sales that I got. We spent like $426. I was like, yikes. I got to get that stuff listed. But just one of the pairs of shoes I picked up, I got these Ariats. They are brand new at Tags. They're a women's 5.5. They're the Ariats Exotics. So they're ostrich. And they are literally brand new. And they retail, the MSRP on them is $5.99. I spent $40 on them. I started them at $4.30. So we will see what happens if I get some takers, some interested people. They are really, really crazy boots. So I'll show you. Let me pull them up here. So if I can sell those, just that one pair makes back all of that. So it's these ones right here. They are like crisp and beautiful. They're so pretty. So I figured $5.99 MSRP. I had a hard time finding comps on them because there's just not a lot of them for sale. And so I tried $4.30. We're just going to see what happens. It felt, that's the price that kept feeling right to me. Like that's what my mind said. Whether they sell for that or not, I guess we'll have to find out. I am not sure what's going to happen, but we'll find out. I just found a Descendant of Thieves t-shirt today. First time. Riz, where'd you find that? Is that at like a thrift store? That's crazy. Oh, I know, AZ. Super fire on those. What's great about it too is I got them at the very end of the day. You can tell, you guys know I talk a lot about at garage sales how there's people's special item. And it's the thing that they're either emotionally or financially connected to for some reason. And so they always ask way too much for it because they don't really want to sell it, or at least they're hoping not to, but they also want to. It's like this weird dichotomy. And so I get to this garage sale. It had been picked pretty clean, but I could see the Ariats, and I'm like, I bet you they're asking a lot for it. So they started the day off with asking $150 for those boots. No one got them because the thing people don't remember is at a garage sale is not only are you looking for someone that just has $150 with them at a garage sale, but you're also looking for someone that has a size 5.5, that, you know, all of these little things, right? And so because of all the little things, the chance of selling them is like not super great, right? And so you could tell that they, by the end of the day, were ready to get rid of those. They probably bought them for their kid, and then they were too small, and they couldn't return them, or whatever the situation was. So I was like, how much do you want for these? Because I could see the 150 tag on it. And then I just got really quiet and stood there, and she was like, and you're looking around, and like, 50? And I was like, I could do $40 cash. And she was like, done. It's like, okay. And they'd been having some adult beverages, so it's always a good time to hit them up. They're having a great time. They're ready to go. So that's my two favorite parts of the day for garage sailing is the very, very beginning. So like that early morning, get up, get there, get those Nikes in a box, get all that, the goodie stuff that you know is going to go, get all that bought. And then my other favorite part is at the very, very end of the day when most people have given up and gone home, because that's when I go around and I get the special item for cheap. I get major bundles, and I also get stuff off curbs. I'm a trash pirate. I'll go through anything. For me, it's an adventure. I love it. I never knew I love it, but I love it. So, yep. Pick and process are all over the place. I don't know what that means. Nana, welcome back. Chapter says, I went to a community garage sale last Saturday. One family was literally just selling one kayak. That was their special item and their only item. Nothing else. That's funny. They're probably hoping it would make them enough money to like go on vacation or something. That's wild. That's so, why would you wait? Just put it on Marketplace. That's crazy. Man, it takes all kinds, doesn't it, guys? It takes all kinds. All right, we got our little Vince Camuto. Nothing fancy. Well, it's very fancy. It's not like a huge crazy banger. It's probably like a $40 dress or something. But I got it for $1, so I'm happy. I can't imagine wearing this. It seems like it would be so scratchy. Y'all women that wear fancy clothes like this, aren't you like, isn't it like scratchy to wear women's clothes? Women's clothes always feel so scratchy. Prices are $800 to $500. Whoa! That's crazy. That's crazy. Have you ever found anything cool in the pockets? I got money once. I got $1. It was off a pair of little kids' Oshkosh Bakoshes. So like the little pocket right here, grandma or something probably had given them $1. So I got that, made that $1. Bought something at a garage sale, so that's fun. The only other thing I've ever found is, in pockets, lots of cough drops, lots of Kleenex, lots of Rona masks, dog treats. Found a ton of dog treats. Oh, we just sold a pair of M4 Ariat Coltrane's. So I found a lot of that. And then, I think one of the coolest things I've ever found, two things. I found a, old, oh, what was it? Like a bag or a briefcase or something like that. And it had like a love note in it. So that was cool. And then the other thing I found was it was an old 1970s thermos brand thermos. And it it had never been used. So it was the green one still in the box. And inside of it was the original price tag for it. I think it was like $8.80 or something was the original price tag inside. And then I sold it for like 38 or something like that. So that was cool. But I think those are the only like cool things I'm waiting to find like something really cool and unusual. And like money would be great, but it's more like I want to find more stuff like the love note. Like that kind of stuff. Like that's cool. Like I love thinking about like where this stuff was and like who owned it and where did they work and what was their house like and like what was their family like and like what was their story. Like I'm so obsessed with like the story of things. Like we drive by old houses and I always like, I'm like, I bet you so and so lived there. Like come up with these stories. I love that. So I want to find more story stuff. I found $5 in kids' pants. Cruz and Nana, you're on your way. I found a 1934 $20 and a binder at the Goodwill bins. Tag, you're it. That is incredible. That's amazing. How cool is that? That's really cool. All right, let's get a picture of this crazy, insane dress that makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. But it's bright, and it's got bling. How can I best showcase this bling? Oh, yeah, that looks way too dark. That looks way too dark. That is not looking good. Come on, sunshine. You gotta be looking good. So, we gotta get you, we gotta make you sparkly, girl. We gotta make you look sparkly, girl. Oh, it looks so dark to me still. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. So, this is my first, like, really challenging photo one. So I'll show you guys what's happening. Let's see if it'll do it again. Let's see. Let me try changing this. So it's picking up the reflection of the light. Wow. Look what's happening. It's picking up the reflection of all the little gold medallions and making it look so weird. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I might have to turn that light off there. Let's try that one. Nope, it's doing it. Okay, how do I do this? Let's see. Let me think about this for a second. Let's see, I don't have. Let's try it with the raw max on and just see what happens. And see. Oh, I've got an idea. Take the picture, pull it up, screenshot it as quickly as you can, and then crop it. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. All right. I got it. Okay. So we're going to raise this back up. Ooh, this is a tricky one, you guys. This is a tricky one. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a picture of it, open it up, screenshot it before it tries to reflect the light. There we go. And then go into the screenshot and crop it. Oh my Lord. That's so crazy. I've never had to do anything like that with an item, but there's so much bling on this. You can just even see it from back here. There's so much bling on it that it's like reflecting the light everywhere. That's so crazy. Oh my goodness. More than a used what? Yeah, it is. I don't want to find one of those. The Rona masks always freak me out a little bit because I'm like, ugh. All right, and then we're gonna do some up close, I think, pictures of this too, because this is gonna be such a weird thing to get pictures of. The pictures are not gonna do it justice. So I don't normally use stock photos. In fact, by not normally, I mean I literally never use stock photos. Like I've used them like, I don't know, a handful of times ever. And I think with this dress, I may go in and snag a stock photo. Now I'm going to give you guys a little trick. I'm going to give you a little trick. There's a little digital marketing trick. So search engines pick up duplicate images, right? So if you put up a stock image of a shirt or something, and the when you go to list that, search engines will consider yours like a duplicate or not as good version of the original. So like, let's just take a Nike shirt. If you put a Nike stock photo image up and it's of a Nike shirt that you can readily find online, search engines will bump you way down on the list because they're considering you duping that, right? And so you automatically lose that like listing credibility with that item. You're also not technically supposed to use stock images. But I have a trick. You didn't hear this from me, and I'm not telling anyone to do this. But if you were to do this, this could potentially help you. When you go to do the stock image, two things. You want to, one, crop the image slightly, but it needs to be cropped by about 20%. So what I would do is I would take a screenshot of the item. So instead of taking and just saving the photo, take a screenshot of your whole phone. For instance, like, and I'm not telling anyone to do this, but if you were to do this, this is how you would do it. So what you would do is you would take a screenshot of this whole image, for instance. Then you go in and you crop the thing, okay, so that it's down to that. The reason you're doing that is because now you have taken a screenshot of the whole image. It will change the vector size of it. I don't know the easiest way to describe this, but it changes the ratios slightly. Now you can go to just the image and screenshot it and do it too. Either way, okay? The second thing you want to do is go in and slightly change the hue. And I'm not telling you to do this. Hey, God, I see you on YouTube. God's put in hours helping me try to get monetized. The other thing you want to do is go in and slightly change the hue. Now, this can be tricky with clothing because you don't want to change too much of it because you want it to stay the same colorish. But if you go in and you change it and slide it up or down on the hue scale just slightly, the AI, which AI is getting smarter and smarter every day, so this may not be forever, but you can slightly change it and it'll not pick it up as easily. So it wouldn't pick up your stock image, quote unquote, as easy. Now, I'm not telling you to do this. You did not hear this from me. I'm giving zero advice on this, but it is kind of a little bit of a interesting thing if you have a case where you really do need to show like a stock photo. So for instance, this dress, trying to pick up the coloring on this is just going to be nearly impossible because of all the reflection of the light. So picking that up is going to be difficult. So I may or may not choose to put an image in there like that. So you didn't get a notification. God, somebody else told me they didn't get a notification either the other day for when I went live. That's so strange. I don't know what's going on with that. Gotta go. Yeah, enjoy cruising, Nana. Thank you for popping in. Hey, LaShawn. Okay, so we got that. Let's get some measurements here. Alrighty. So a little tip for the day, if you will. So, did we already do measurements? We already do measurements? Yes. No. We did chest, we did length, we did arms. Oh yeah, we already did it. Okay, perfect. All right. Now we're going to attempt to get the back, but again, I think we're going to have the same issues. I think what I might try to do is, instead of just doing a regular full back, is I may do a slightly off back like this and see if that kind of changes the lighting just a little bit. And not too bad. I mean, it just like literally hates this. We're gonna experiment another way and do that. And then I can always brighten it up if I want to. Oh yeah, we may do that too. Oh, it wants to keep flipping. If I go to no. That's so crazy. It wants to like, man, that's so weird. Okay, we're gonna try that again. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna get a photo, go in, screenshot it before it changes. So strange. Yeah, weird. Weird dress. Crazy situation. So weird. Never had anything do that. Just way too much sparkle. The girl, it can't handle the sparkle, man. It cannot handle the sparkle. It's too much. It's too much for it. Okay, picture of the tag. And this tag is like slightly coming off there on the corner. We're going to just get a picture of that because I'm not sewing anything. Nope, we are not doing that. Elia, welcome in. Good to see you. And then is there any care tags in here? Yes. There is one of these see-through ones. This dress is going to try my patience. It even has a see-through tag, which those are also always so fun to try to get a picture of. Oh, dress. This is what I get for buying women's clothing, you guys. This is what I get for buying women's clothing. There we go. All right, not too bad. Okay, perfect. Moving along, being done with this nightmare. Omar, welcome in. Omar Santos is in the house. What is Omar doing? We want to know. We're curious about Omar and what's happening with his life. What is going on with Omar today? Omar's like, I'm leaving. I wonder if the people that I do the songs for stay or if they're like, I'm out of here. Crazy lady. All right, so we're going to get the tag in the picture here. Boom. Done. That's why I love this big hanger. You guys, I think she still has a couple left. So, any ideas of what to do with random puzzle pieces in bulk? Is there a market for selling them, Thrifty? Because people may use them for, like, different mosaic pieces or art pieces. Have you gone online to see if there's people, like, selling random puzzle pieces? Because people sell, like, random Scrabble tiles, random marbles, like lots of things for like different art projects. That's probably that's the first thing that comes to mind for me is something like that. Something like that, because there's got to be somebody doing that. If there's not a market for it, maybe seeing if like your local, like one of your little like, play school, preschool, art, or what is it called? Elementary school or something wants it for like art room or something too. If it's something you just want to donate, like just have the kids take it to school if they want it or something. And because you could make some pretty cool little art pieces out of that. Missy girl, what's up? So we do our top and then we do right here. We're making sure to get the tag in as many pictures as we can so that we can give exposures to people. Exposures are when you take a picture of something and that item has a hit, like a logo. All right, and we'll get a picture of this tag here too, where it says in motion. It's got Innovent. Nobody knows what that is, but that's okay. We're gonna show it anyways. This is like the perfect shirt for someone that gets like super sweaty outside because it has like a million different like moisture wicking potentials, as they say. Mom opened like 5 puzzles and spread out all the pieces and then mixed them up. Oh no, Thrifty. Yeah, and that is not worth the time to go through and like, I ain't counting puzzle pieces. I'm not putting board games back together. Oh my goodness. There's an Austin Creative reuse store that takes almost everything to help people create art. Oh, Jean, that's really good to know, actually. So there might be something like that where you're at, Thrifty. Or, if not, at least one of the schools or something. They're always looking for, like, donation stuff for art stuff because the art programs, as we know, are usually, like, the first programs to get cut from schools, which is so sad. Those were always my favorite. I loved art class. I loved anything artistic-y. I was 100% into all art stuff. Does this have another tag in it? Nope, just that. I've seen other stores and places like that. Yeah, that's really, really great. Like, I think that's just so cool to be able to do something like that. So, maybe there's, a potential there for that. So, okay, putting this in here and in a bag. and off to its new thing. I'll do some research. Yeah, Thrifty, I think it's great. I think that'd be a really cool thing to be able to do. Oh no, was that button undone? Oh my gosh. The button was undone in the photos. Let's see if it showed, because I might have had the tag in front of it. So if I had the tag in front of it, we're not going to worry about it. Tag in front, tag in front, tag in front. Perfect. Now we'll just take a picture. There's 3 buttons, so people aren't like, is this a 2 button or a 3 button? Anything I can do to keep someone from messaging me and having to answer a question, I try to get as many of those questions answered ahead of time as I can. Perfect. Now they can see there's 3 buttons. Cam, Poshmark seller. Yeah, Cam, I do some Poshmark. You know, I would say the majority of my sales obviously are eBay. Also, probably I do a lot of Depop as well. Poshmark's interesting for me. I don't sell a lot of women's clothes. So when I do a lot of women's clothes, I sell a lot over on Poshmark. But when I'm not listing women's clothes, I don't sell as much. Poshmark's also weird for me because Poshmark is like, I will sell 10 things on Poshmark, and then I won't sell anything on Poshmark for like a week. It's so strange. I don't know why that is. But I would say eBay is probably 60% of my sales, and then Poshmark and Depop are probably about even for another like 30%, and then like 10% on Mercari. That's probably about right, I would say. So thanks for coming in, Cam. All right, so we got a number 4 jersey, and let's get this looking all. I think we're gonna, you know what, guys? I think we're gonna put this on the big hanger. I think it's gonna just look better. I think it's gonna look better. We're breaking into Trisha's hanger again here. I'm telling you guys, if you have not gotten one of these, I know it's an investment, but it is worth it. Look at that. Look at that jersey now. I mean, how much better does that look with that big hanger in there? And no, she does not pay me to talk about it. So, honest opinion, honest review. If you guys missed the beginning of this live, I was telling everybody, Jean, I don't know if you were in here for this. Thrifty, you'll get a kick out of this. So you guys know how I'm always talking about how much I can't stand fast fashion. Like, the amount that's going in a landfill makes me crazy. Riz, you're going to like this too. I got an invite and an email today from Shein asking if I would be, what did they ask me? Like, if I'd be like an influencer representative for them or something. They're like, we really like all your lives and how much you talk about reselling and all of your reselling platforms. I'm like, did you look to see? I mean, I don't think you watched any of my lives, because I guarantee you don't want me talking about Shein, ever. That's the last thing you want me to be talking about. I'm going to anti-sell your company because I think that you're garbage and ruining the fashion industry and polluting the planet. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, I am very Shein. I gotta buy one. How much are they? Cam, I think I spent like $60 on it. If you go to, can somebody tag Thrifty or somebody, can you guys tag Trish in this? Put her name in here. I have her sticker up here. It's Trish's Trove of Treasures. Her husband hand makes them. They go fast. I waited a year to get this hanger, and I am not exaggerating. I have the messages to prove it. So the second she had more come up, I went in and scooped them, and then her husband just put out another batch. I know Kaylee had said that I think he put another batch out. So it's totally worth it, especially for the larger clothing. You can watch the replay on YT. Yeah, exactly. Keen on Shein, as it were. Oh my goodness. Can you even believe that? I literally was just like, this can't be real. I was like, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke email. There's no way. And I know that they just put out, like, they just mass do it. I'm sure I'm not anything special that they're like, oh, we've really been looking at you. It was just so funny that they're like, we've just really been enjoying watching your live videos on reselling. And I'm like, I don't think you've been attending. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. All right, so there's that and that. And again, with all these pictures, I'm trying to get like little logos in as much as I can in with them. The more times you can get like like, they're called hits, obviously. Everyone knows that. Like, that's a hit, that's a hit, that's a hit, that's a hit. Anything where there's, like, a logo or, like, a piece on it that makes something cool is called a hit. Like a hit marker. However, it really can be just about anything. So I try to get them, so like when I'm doing my photos, I'm trying to get that number 4 in there. I'm making sure to get the Nike thing at the bottom there. Trying to get the Nike swoosh in there. The more times you can like put in someone's head like, oh, this is a name brand. Oh, that's a Nike. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. The more times someone says to themselves when they're looking at listings like, ooh, that's cool. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's cool. It just is going to be easier for you to sell it if it's like that. So thank you, Trisha Smith 86. Thank you, Thrifty. I'm like, I can't remember what her name is on there. So, all right, we're gonna turn this sucker around and get this back section here and straighten out the arms a little bit. Make it look all nice and shiny and happy. We're gonna bring our exposure down to -3 because it is a black shirt. So that's just gonna help it to keep from like reflecting the light and looking all washed out. So sometimes when you're doing these kind of things, you really have to like play around with the exposures a little bit. So we're gonna get that up there. So Canna, good to see ya. Okay, we're gonna make sure we get the tag here and then any other tags that are on the garment. We're gonna get that. And then is there anything inside here? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Let's see, this should have all the little Nike information on it. And do we have a year? We do. Where's the year? I don't see the year on this one. Usually it's at the top, but oh, that's right. Jerseys are weird like that. I actually, weirdly enough, watched a video on that. Where did I see that? Somebody did a video on why some Nike shirts don't have the year on it, or pants. And it was jerseys, and I can't remember the reason. And then the other one was if it's a college release, they're not required to put the years on it. And maybe the jersey falls under that too, I'm not sure. But Neuro says, switched from Vendu to Nifty and already had 2 sales. I switched an hour ago. Yeah, I mean, I've talked a lot about Vendu, and I always say, like, I dated Vendu, but I married Nifty. My thing with Vendu is I just loved him so much, and to this day, I still like the way that their platform looks better, but their features. I think this is what happened, and I don't know, because I didn't create it, but I've been around since kind of they first started, and I think what happened was, instead of paying a lot of attention to the features they already had and making them work really well, like for instance the delisting on Poshmark, that issue was constant. The disconnection from Mercari every 5 minutes, that was a constant issue. I think that if they had spent time on that and some of the other little things and stopped worrying about trying to keep up, that would have made the difference. I think the other thing that kind of, I don't know what happened, but the husband and wife created it, and they were resellers, and so I love that aspect. I don't know if they just weren't part of it anymore, or if they sold it, or what happened, but it started feeling like, I just felt like I was getting blown off. Like, I was having issues, and I'd message them, and then they'd take forever to get back, and then the issue would continue, and it was just really generic, and they were using a pop-up chat called Intercom, which we're familiar with, because that's what Justin used for the company he worked for, and it was just, I don't know who they outsourced or what was happening, but I just felt like enough was enough. I got to that point. And I think I would have switched to Nifty sooner, but the task of doing it, number one, the task of doing it seemed daunting, which it wasn't that bad. It did take a minute to figure out. But the other reason is because I'm just a loyalist, you guys. Like, I'm someone that if I start something and I really like it and things are going well, I want to give someone a chance. And I really like the husband and wife. I really like the teamwork. I loved all that stuff. And I wanted to just continue to root them on. But it just didn't feel like it just wasn't feeling authentic anymore, and I can't do that. So, and then they have had a lot of resellers that have been like influencers for them. I was not or anything, but they've had resellers that have been influencers for them, and I think that's the other thing is like they put a lot of time and stock into that rather than letting it kind of. That's one thing I like about Neha. She's just let this community kind of organically find Nifty and find it because they were ready and it was the right time for them. And I like that. I miss that about businesses. I miss that like real, authentic, nice, you're a good person, we're here, family feel about businesses. I just really miss that. And that's something that I feel like Nifty has. So I don't know how I even went on for that topic, but what phone do you have? I've been asked this question before, and someone told me how to find this out. If you go into settings and you go here, and then you go to, there it is, iPhone 14 Pro Max. I never know if I have whatever phone Verizon gave me. Can we your photo setup better? Where is your lighting on there? Can we see your photo setup better? Yeah, let's see. Can you see it if I go here? So if you go over to my YouTube, which is NiceComps, I have a 3-minute video over there that talks about this entire thing. It'll show you all of the inside here where all the lighting is. It'll also show you around the back. It'll show you how I tinfoiled. It'll literally tell you everything you need to know about all the lighting and the exact setup on this. And it's only like 3 minutes long. That's probably the best way for you to see it a little bit better. So I hope that helps you out. If you can't find it, you can always message me and I can tell you where it is. Aunt Mimi, good to see you. Okay, let's get our little hang 10 up here. Nice little linen. It is definitely the time of year. If you guys have any of this kind of stuff, it is the time of year to start getting this stuff listed for sure. All of our little silks and our linens and all of our little kind of vacation-y, summery situations. We are headed to that time of year. So there's that. Now, my opener for these shirts, I have been doing the K-Way and the Surf's Way, and it has been going very, very well. So I'll show you what that is in just a second here. So I'm going to play with the exposure a little bit, and boom. So these are my opening photos now for all of my button-ups, all my polos. If this was long sleeve, I'd probably have a little sleeve in here. All of the shirts that I have been listing, I would say by doing it this way, they're probably selling about 40% faster rather than having the whole thing. Only exception would be is if it's just got one big mega print. I want to make sure I get that graphic on there. But outside of that, I would definitely encourage you to give that a try. Epic Native, good to see you. All right, so we got that. Let's get our shoulders. And then once we do shoulders, we will do length. And then we will do chest. And then if there's something cool about the shirt that you didn't get a chance to show in photos, make sure you get it. Like this one's got a little hang 10 hit here on the side. I want to show that in a photo. And then we're going to flip this sucker around and get a picture of the back here and readjust. Sometimes you got to adjust your exposure too a couple times for sure. Hit that and then bring that back over. All right. iPhone Pro Max 14. Someday I'm going to remember that. No, I won't. Let's just be real. She ain't remembering that. All right. Here's this. We're going to get a picture of this. And then a little pair of inexpensive tweezers. Oh, where's my tweezers? Oh, that's right. I took them in the other room to peel stickers off. Hey, Just. Can you go in the WN room and grab me my little purple tweezers? I think we were using them to peel a sticker off, or we were doing something with them. They're a purple color. You can't miss them. I hope they're in there. Luann, good to see ya. Oh my goodness, who do we got joining us over on the Ubies? We got Smart, Thrifty, and Chic. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Good to see you. You're like, whoa, hello. Good to see you as well. All right, I'm going to check W into here. Make sure we don't have anybody that I said I would be there. So, Hustles is tomorrow. Okay, I think we're good so far here. Do you see him, baby? No? All right, I put them somewhere. I remember using them. That's okay. We'll just use our little scissors here and then try not to injure items until I can find them. I have been really trying to put things back when I use them. Obviously, I'm still a work in progress, as we all are with that, because I keep not having that happen. But I'm trying. I'm really, really trying to do that. Like, I'm going to put these scissors back in their scissor spot. Remember when you were trying to peel? Oh, you know where they're probably at? In that tub with has the magnetic strips in it from when we were doing the magnetic strips. Oh my gosh, if they're in there, you guys, that's going to be like a small miracle that I remember that. That would be crazy. And then also make sure with these kind of shirts too, and I almost just forgot to do this, but make sure you're getting what it's made out of. Like this is 55% linen, so we really want to showcase that too, because that's going to be what helps to sell this puppy. And then of course, if it's got like a date or anything on there, you want to get that too. Baja Blast 9122. Baja Blast, that reminds me of like a Capri Sun or something from like back in the day. Like, which one are you drinking? Oh, I'm drinking Baja Blast. What are you drinking? Smart, Thrifty, and Chic? Just followed you on WN. Thank you. Yeah, we got a fun show coming up on Tuesday. I'm going to be doing video games. So we got... it's there. It is, it's in a box, I think. It should be in the closet there. That's what I would have thought too. It's there. So, there's a secret about my husband. He can't ever find anything, you guys. Like, I am not kidding. I didn't say anything, honey. Hey, Justin. I was wondering... Hey, Justin, I was wondering if you could grab your feet for me. They're connected to two long legs attached to your torso. I'm such a jerk. Woo! I love you, baby. You're my sunshine. That's what I get. That was karma. That was literal karma. You guys, I'm not kidding. I love the man more than life itself, but I've never met anyone that can't find anything ever. It's insane. The first like 300 times it happened when we first got together, I thought it was because he just literally like couldn't find things. And then I followed him one day and was looking, and he's like, he will like look at the item and just walk away. I love that about him. Oh, Lord, the ice cream truck just went by. Oh, God, desserts. Desserts and sweets. How I miss thee. You were so delicious in my life when I could eat you before you started giving me heart palpitations. Oh, goodness. Oh, to be young again. This is an old lady again, honey. I've been an old lady all afternoon. Oh, to be young again. And to be able to eat sweet things like ice cream and delicious breaded chicken sandwiches. Oh, God, I miss you so much. I miss them so much, Justin. I miss chicken sandwiches so much. They're so good. All right. Ooh, this is on Coley. This is on a Hanes Beefy tag, baby. This is on a Hanes Beefy tag, please, and thank you very stinking much. So for this shirt here, I'm going to get a picture of the front. But I am going to feature the back as our opening photo for sure. Because it is so cool. All right, so we're going to learn our measurements, but then when I actually load this up, this will 1000% get put on as the back. This will be the last pictures, are these ones here. So we get length, we get that, we got that, we got chest. Remember, guys, it's chest, not pit to pit. Nobody wants to know about armpits. Everybody wants to know about chests. Nobody wants to know about armpits. But everybody wants to know about chests.
Oh, yeah?
Did you find him?
Here's the bin that we were looking for.
Oh, did you find it? You found the bin?
Yeah, guess what? Not in that room. Weird. It's almost like I couldn't find him in that room. Feels like they weren't there the whole time.
We're gonna get
You had me looking in a room where they didn't exist.
Oh, perfect!
But the second I found the bin, there they are. Look at that.
Backpedal. Honey, if you keep backpedaling that hard, you're just gonna go in circles.
Oh, I'm the one backpedaling? You're the one backpedaling now.
Oh my god! Men looking. I quit asking this thrifty. Woo! No shade on you boys, but I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's a situation. I'm just kidding, honey. You're amazing at finding things.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
I'm hiring you so I can fire you.
Perfect. Can you rehire me until like at least 7 o'clock tonight? I need to finish getting things listed.
You can have your own job.
Perfect. Wait, isn't this my business? Why are you in charge of it?
I am now just fire you.
I like it. Oh my lord. Alright, so we're going to do a picture of this back, but then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do for my opening photo on this, which is going to be this right here. So this is going to be my opening photo. And I know it seems crazy because it's the back of a shirt, but I have just found that, and I'm not the first reseller to do this, but I've just recently started doing it. They just sell quicker. It just sells way faster. So Lynn came over from TT. Phoebe's, thank you. I was asking about the photo because you were adjusting the light of the photo. Yeah, so for me, it's right up here. It's right here, Heaven. I just click on it, and then I'm able to slide the bar up and down here. Every phone's probably different though. I know some people just click on the screen and go up and down. I have found though that it like tries to autofocus stuff. So I just do better with the slide bar. I also put my grid on. If you guys notice, my grid is on my phone here, and that helps me to like line stuff up too. So that's a setting I got I was watching some YT video, and the guy's like, top 10 mistakes people make with taking photos. And they're like, don't have a grid on so you don't know if your photos are straight. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just like simple little tip to put that grid on. And it's been awesome because I can just line up stuff so much easier now. So, Lynn, I appreciate you guys. I so much going over to YT and watching over there. I really do because, like I said, I'm trying to get my watch hours up over there. And it is like a grueling... I'm not giving up on it. I will never give up. I am ruthless and relentless in the pursuit of happiness. However, it's going to take a minute. Crystal, what is going on? Crystal with the cool glasses. Crystal and I know what's up. We know all about wearing framed glasses. I'm in a mood, guys. I'm in a weird mood. It's a weird day. Okay. Bringing this over here. And then we're going to get a picture of our tag. Now, this is not, like, by any means a vintagey tag. We don't have any single stitch. But look at this. This is definitely a Y2K. Hanes Beefy, baby. Maybe a little post Y2K. Might be post. Might be like a 2013. We'll have to look it up. Love the weird food days. It's so funny. I think I have more of those than I have regular days. I think I seem to be having less and less regular days and more weird mood days. This is what happens when you don't have to leave your home except for on Saturdays to go garage sailing or the occasional run to the grocery store or post office. You get in weird moods. I'm going to do another playlist stream this weekend. God, I appreciate that so much. God single-handedly got me like 40 watch hours recently. Like, just by putting on playlists and like just playing them. Just set them to the side. You don't have to watch them. I just appreciate that. I do it on my own videos, but they won't let you do that. It doesn't count. So I'm like, dang it. They figured out that. I look at all these other resellers that have all their stuff monetized, and I'm just like, how did you get enough hours? Good Lord! I mean, they're just probably more interesting than me, I guess, or something's going on. So I learned so much for you. Do you frequent the Austin bins or just garage sales? I have never been to the bins. Ever. I've never been to any bins. I've never been to a Goodwill bins, ever. I do 99% of my resell stuff I get from garage sales. So I will go to, there's a little honey hole I have found. I'm going to once every 3 weeks in another town for their Dollar Day sale. I went to Greedwill for the first time. I guess that was about 3 weeks ago, maybe. I went for the first time in a year and a half. And then I've got a little local thrift store in town. I go in every once in a while, like every couple of months or something, but they have a couple people in the back that I think they know about reselling. So they mark up really weird stuff, and I get stuff from there every once in a while. Sometimes I get a lot of great stuff, sometimes I don't. But I'll go to the bins at some point. I just haven't needed to inventory-wise yet. Maybe as we start to do more WN shows, that could be something I end up doing. But I'm still trying to build up my following over there on WN. So it's like there's this interesting balance between I want to offer good deals. I want to offer quality items over there. I want to offer stuff that's interesting and fun. I don't need to make a ton of money doing it, but I need to at least break even or a little bit. Otherwise, because it seems like they're so easy to do, and maybe as I get faster it will be, but shipping takes time. The planning of it takes time, the finding the items, the loading the items, like all of those little things, and I know I'll get faster at it. But it takes time to do that. So it's like financially, it's just an interesting thing. So I'm trying to build a following over there while also offering good quality items at good deals. But like, I can't start everything at $1 and have it go for $1 or $2 if I'm paying $1 or $2 at a garage sale or at the bins. If I wind up losing money on it, then it's like, I mean, our family, like, we are not a wealthy family, so we just, like, literally can't afford to do that. So I'm still working on building my following up there. I really like it over there. I have a lot of fun. And I really appreciate, like, seriously, I appreciate so much all of you guys that are showing up over there. I hope you, human moment, I hope you really know that. So you need to do a live at the bins. It'd be a hoot. Lynn's, let's just say first of all, our bins will not allow you to film inside. I found that out from another reseller, Laura, that I just love to pieces, Wild and Almost Free. She's got the reseller guide that I learned from that I have pinned in my videos. Anyways, I talked to her recently, and they will not let you film inside at all. Like, they know about metas. They don't let you film. You cannot do it. It's an automatic, you have to leave. So, won't be doing that in there. But Justin and I are working on something that's very exciting and fun. We have to figure out the logistics of the situation, but I think it's going to be something you guys are really going to enjoy, and it's going to be something you've never seen before. I'm really excited about it, but we're trying to figure it out. It's a lot of like technical stuff, technical work, that's going to have to be figured out. So anyways, the prices at the thrifts here in College Station, so there's no room for profit. Crystal, I imagine that's got to be really tough in College Station. College Station is fun though. I've definitely had fun there. One of my best friends lived there, is from there. She doesn't live there now, but Yeah, I've been there. It's fun. Yeah, it'll be fun, Lynn. It'll be fun. It's just gonna take us some time to figure it out. Like it's trying to use technology in a way that isn't supposed to let you do it. So we're learning. We're learning. All right, so we got a little Lulu here. We got a little Lulu here. All right, and make sure that looks good. Whoa, that is way too bright. That is way, we gotta bring you down there just a little bit, sunshine. You're looking a little bit more neon than you actually are. Let's take a look. That looks good there, I think. Perfect. Okay. And then do a couple little measurements. I mean, I don't necessarily know if you need to do this with, I can't even get the ruler. That's funny. There we go. I don't know that you necessarily have to do this, but you know what? We're standing here, so we might as well. We might as well. Who knows? Maybe it helps it to get sold faster. All right, and then the back, and then the tag, and then we're good on the Lulu. Then we're good on the Lulu. Man, I'm like half tempted to keep this for myself. This is like perfect sizing, but I don't really need it, and I probably won't really wear it. So, Blended, what's going on? So just trying to find other places to expand my reselling. Right now, it's just a hobby. I get that, Crystal. I think for me, like when I knew I really was serious about it, was I was at a garage sale, and it was like last, probably like, it's really, really hot. So maybe like mid-July, beginning of August. And I'm at this garage sale and I get to talking to this lady and she, said, what do you do? And she flipped storage units. And so they had like a whole bunch of furniture and stuff. And I said, well, man, I'd love to do storage units and stuff. I said, I do some reselling. I said, however, I can't lift furniture and stuff. So we got talking about that. And so I had just said, if you're ever interested in, like, I will buy the clothes from you if you guys don't want to flip those. And we started talking about that. And then she said, she's like, well, where do you sell? And I said, I do this and that. And she's like, well, have you always done this? And I said, no. She said, well, what did you used to do? And I said, well, I used to do, marketing. I did, I helped people with like social media accounts, social media marketing, digital marketing, that kind of stuff. And she goes, oh my gosh. She said, I need someone to help me with that so badly. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, this and the other. And I was like, oh no, Charity, don't talk about it. Because I knew it was coming next, which was, who have you done campaigns for? What have you done in the past? It's like, ugh. So I was trying to make it kind of as generic as I could. And she's like, where's your social media? And I was like, so she popped over to my social media and she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, you look so fun and stuff. She said, she's like, I would be interested in hiring you to do like maybe like a campaign for me. And, is that something you'd like to do? And it was like this moment where it was like, I don't want to do that so much that I just don't want to do it so much. And I thought in my head in this moment, it was just this little flick of a moment. And the moment was like, I don't want to do that. I just want to do reselling. I want to do lives and I want to do social media with it as well. But I want to do reselling. It's what I like doing. I love the hunt. I love the treasure hunt. I get up every Saturday morning at 5 in the freaking morning just to go do this. I love it so much. And that was the moment that I realized that it wasn't going to be a hobby for me anymore because I just literally turned down a job. I turned down a job to do this. And that was the moment. That was the moment where I was like, okay, I'm all in. What do I need to do? How do I do it? Who do I need to learn from? How many videos do I need to watch? How much stuff do I need to buy? How much faster do I need to list? Like all of those kind of things. And sometimes in life, that's how it goes, right? Like you're just cruising along. Everything's just like norm. And then all of a sudden, just the flutter of a moment, a little fleeting thought comes in and you just realize. It's like the second you realize you're in love with someone, right? Like you like them, they're your friend, you're doing great, everything's fine. And then you hear like a song or you have a scent or something happens and you realize in that moment that everything's changed for you. And that was the moment. And so where there's a will, there's a way. And if this is really what you want to do, you'll just figure it out. And if you put out to the universe, I do believe in this. If you put out to the universe or God or whatever it is that you believe in, that this is what you want to do, and that this is and you're willing to put in the work and the time and the effort and all the stuff to make it happen, things will start happening. Things will get paved. Ways will find you. You will find ways. You will make connections. You will find a thrift store you never knew about, or you stop by a garage sale and wind up with getting a bunch of banger stuff out of nowhere, or you get storage unit gets available for $5 and you get it and it's full of treasures. Like, something will happen in you or around your space, and all of a sudden it'll just change for you. And that's what happened for us. That little moment for me, that second for me at a garage sale of all weird places, is what changed it forever for me. So, Snappy, what's up? Coley, thanks you guys. Thanks for the love. Would love to make it an actual job, even if it's just part-time. Yeah, I mean, it is for us. This is our family's source of income now. So, get to take pictures, right? I just need to at least make what I make at current job so we can survive. I get that. Yeah. You know, I've done double jobs in my life a lot, and nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So it's kind of like, I always think of it this way. We all have the same 24 hours in our day, right? And so it's about, what are you willing to stop doing so that you can start doing something different? So like for us right now, I mean, we're literally working 7 days a week. I did take a little time off yesterday because like I said, I got a little scratchy throat. I needed a nap. I kind of needed a moment. But we're just working. And there's times in your life where sometimes that's what you got to do. It's that crunch time, right? It's that grind time. And it doesn't always last forever, but sometimes it has to last for a minute. And like, there's a lot of things, like I haven't played, sounds so silly to you probably, you guys, but I haven't played video games in like a long time now. And I'm a gamer girl. I sit down, I play Call of Duty, I get on the mic, I talk crap. It's my thing. I love doing it. But I'm willing to put that to the side right now, so that I can be taking pictures at 7 o'clock at night and hammering things up and getting up in the morning and getting more done and doing WN shows and doing all of that. So I think it's just a matter of like, what can I put away right now so I can take this out to play with it? And thinking of it less like a sacrifice and more like a reward. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if that helps anybody, but that's me. Sadie, good to see ya. All right, we're photographing this crazy little silk top here. Snappy, this one's just for you. I know this is your style. No, you can't have it. Snap's like, that is not my style. Me neither. I haven't played in 8 months until I get it. Yeah, I hear you, Crystal. I hear you, Crystal. It's like, I miss doing it, but it doesn't mean it's forever. Sometimes things are just for right now. That one is like folded over, but you know what? I'm not even going to stress about that, because it would be just silly and insane to go through all of that of restating that. So we're going to call that good. If it takes 3 days longer to sell because this top's slightly folded, then it takes 3 days longer to sell. What we'll do is we'll just bring this down like that, get a nice picture of it just like that. Look at that. Perfect. I love it. All right, do we do chest? No, not yet. Do a little chest here, and a little chest there. Here a chest, there a chest, everywhere a chest. Make sure everything's good. And, does that have, I can't tell if that's the light or, I just always, oh yeah, we're good. I just always check the pits on silk shirts. Men's and women's. I just always want to make sure it doesn't have that like disgusting armpit situation. We don't want any disgusting armpit situations. Disgusting. Alright, there's that. And moving right along. Whew! Mom's Buying More is back. I am still on here. Good Lord. How long have we been doing this for? Good gravy. Good gravy. Alright, long enough that I can hear Justin making dinner in there. We're going to have chicken breast with roasted broccoli and roasted carrots tonight, because your girl is on a health kick. It's been 84 years since Gene. Whoa, Gene! Jean, you're looking amazing for 84, let me just say. Oh, I thought you meant 84 years since you stopped playing video games. It has been 84 years since I've been on here. I've been on here at least 4 years today already. I've got a concert for you next week. I need it. Oh my good Snappy. I've got one too. Thank you for reminding me. I actually need to buy tickets for it. There is this band that I am absolutely, completely, and totally in love with. And they're from Australia. So they don't come here very often, but they're coming here, and I need to remember to get tickets for it. Unfortunately, they're not a headliner, which is a bummer, but that's okay. Probably only get a little bit of them, but better than nothing. The guy you're seeing is from OU. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. You guys probably have never heard of this band before. Most of you are going to have no idea what any of my music is because I listen to, like, kind of a obscure... I listen to a lot of emo, but I also listen to a lot of kind of random bands. So it's a band called Dear Seattle, which is funny because I'm from Seattle, but it has nothing to do with Seattle. And I just really like them. They're my style. They're my jam. It's not Kim Dracula. No, it is not. Snappy listens to a lot more, like, insanely hardcore music than I do. Like, you listen to, like, raw, like, some really crazy stuff. Annie, what is good? We just did a Spencer Sutherland concert, and it was spectacular. I love that. What's up, Shy Girl Chai? Pritchard, chip, chirp. Good to see you. I'll check it out. Yeah, Riz, I think you would really like it. They have, it's like if you took some 90s music, but like 90s skate. I don't even know how to describe it. You're just going to have to check it out. Let's see if they have any. Let's see if they have a new album that just came out called Toy, which is great. All of their stuff's really good. I'm trying to think. A lot of times they'll have like what they're also into. Boogie boards and power chords. Interesting. Let's see. A lot of times they'll have like about the band. No, they don't. Anyway, they're kind of obscure. Not many people know about them, but I like them. If you haven't seen or heard him, I need to. I will check it out. Good evening. Oh, now that you're in Texas, have you heard of a band called Brave Combo? They're from Denton. No, I have not. But they used to play all over. I haven't. I just found a new band totally digging. They're called Death Tape. That sounds like something you'd listen to, Snappy. I love it. Love Brave Combo and Pink Martini. Yeah. No, I have not heard of them. Brave Combo. Nope, but I'm always down for finding new music, guys. I love finding new stuff. We went and just saw a little music a couple weeks ago here, which was fun. It was just a lot. It was like a cover band for a bunch of like old emo stuff, which y'all know I'm really into. So, I definitely like the emo. It's my jam. I like the emo. I like the punk. I think the other thing I like about Dear Seattle too is it has like a feel good. It has a feel good nostalgia to it. That's what it is, Riz. When you listen to them, it has a feel good nostalgia. It is not sad boy music though. It is not sad boy music. Peak Martini is awesome. All right, you guys. Shaman's Harvest is another killer band from the KC area. They did WW intros. I love that. That's fantastic. Nicole D, what is good? What is good? All right, we got our little Gap, little tunic-y style Henley button-up front dress. I guess this is a dress. Yes, this is a dress. This is a dress for a tiny body. It would not fit around my booty. My booty is much bigger than this dress. I don't know why that just sounded like, what is that? What is it? Woody Woodpecker. That sounded like Woodpecker. week. We don't need to have a repeat of that, do we? Charity, I think you would like their stuff, maybe. I like a lot of stuff. Shaman's Harvest is another killer band from the... Okay, so... Shaman's Harvest. We're gonna look these up, guys. We're gonna look these up. Shaman's Harvest. There it is. All right. We're gonna put... What I'll do is I'll just go to one of their songs, and then that way it'll be able to play it. That way it'll be there next time. And then what was the other one? I love Woody Woodpecker too. Was it Pink Martini by Brave Combo? Thank you. Someone just dropped something off at our Brave Combo. I don't see. Are they the ones that do Pink Martini? Brave Combo, Pink Martini. Pink. I'm not seeing that. Am I confusing my people? I'm confusing my people probably. Poshmark. Can you delist, relist like eBay? Yes. Yeah. Yes, I think so. I don't know. I use Nifty Marie, so I don't know on that. Yes, because you can delist and then like manually, I suppose you could go in there. I've never done that. I did not start delisting and relisting anywhere besides like some eBay stuff until I started using Nifty. And now I can't believe I wasn't doing it more consistently before that. But it was such a pain in the butt without Nifty. So Nicole says, hey, you just get off work. It's been a rough week. Oh, girl, I'm happy that you're having almost the end of the week. Yeah, TGIF tomorrow, right? Can you delete messages under news and Poshmark? I don't know, Marie. Maybe. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I always leave everyone's comments and stuff on my things, even if it's like spammy stuff, because that just helps to bump you up in the algorithms. The more comments and things you have on a listing, the more that listing gets shown. So I'm happy with them going in there and putting the text me photos to 867-3000. Like, go for it. Put as many of those as you want. Ask me as many questions as you can, because that just pumps that up. So I think they're two different bands in one. Brave Combo is a quirky polka fusion. Oh my goodness. And what is Pink Martini? What is Pink Martini? Pink Martini. The only kind of music I don't really know much about is just country music. And it's probably just like because where I grew up, like up in Washington State, I mean, you just don't, it's just not, I mean, that's the land of like emo, grunge, punk, like, oh, is this Pink Martini? Is it like a, but it's, they're trying to look like they're an older band, but they're not an older band. Is that what I'm seeing? Is it like, ooh, that sounds like something from BioShock. Not on listings and notifications like Bob is following you. Oh, yeah. You know what? I just ignore all of those, Marie. So on my Poshmark, like when I go to, like, you know, like you're saying, like here, where people are saying all this, I don't even look at any of that. I've never even scrolled on here. So the only thing I pay attention to is comments, because I want to see what's going on. Like someone just put this 2 hours ago. Can I, your listing says that they're size 9. However, it all says they're 6.5. So we need to change that. So that's a nifty thing. I'm going to text husband about that. Give me a second. So those are the Esperil. These shoes, slingbacks. We'll call them slingbacks because then he'll know what I'm talking about. Slingbacks shoes. All right, so they got listed under 2 different sizes. So anyways, side note. So the only things I go to are comments to see if anyone's left a comment I need to answer. And then I go to offers to see if anyone has sent me an offer that I need to look at. And then I go to orders, obviously, to see if I've sold anything. Like we just sold those, yesterday or last night, I guess. And then bundles to see if I need to send anything out. But that all area where it talks about all that stuff, I don't even pay attention to that. Yes, girl, we had KMPS in Seattle. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Marie knows exactly what I'm talking about. Marie, 107.7, The End was my jam. Steve, the producer that was on there forever, was a friend of ours. And actually, he's a friend of mine, but he was even more of a friend with one of my best friends. I guess we were more like friends by acquaintances kind of thing. Super cool guy. We got into a lot of free shows that way. I got to see a lot of shows in the late 90s, early 2000s from Mr. Steve, the producer. Oh, so many good shows. Yeah, I hope that makes sense for that. I'm getting that too with shoes. So is that from Nifty Moms? So I'm thinking I'm just going to have to double check that then. I'm just going to have to be good about that. Oh, I've always been a KNDD girl. I'm trying to remember what KNDD was. Like, the ones I remember from Seattle the most, of course, is 107.7 The End. When I was a kid, it was 93.3 The Cube. And of course, we were going to listen to that because that had like TLC and, all of those bands from back in the day. Listen to all, like, I went through like a super hip hop phase there. So did everybody in that specific time era. So I listened to a lot of that. And then there was 101.5 KSW. There was 99.9. I can't remember if I remember these. Oh my Lord. How do I even remember all of these? That's crazy. So this is called a camp shirt. Oh, this is from 2013 too. Nice. We want to make sure we get that in the pictures. We want to get that in the pictures. Yeah, baby. And it just feels like this just feels like polyester. Yeah, 100% poly. It's nothing fancy, but 2013, that's a little post-Y2K. KNDD is the end. Oh, is that the end? KNDD. I don't think I ever knew that was its number tag. So we always called it like 107.7 the end. This is 107.7 the end. The end. Commercial-free radio. And then, I did listen to, which I'm sure this is going to be controversial, but I did listen to The Man Show a lot. What was that? 99.9 when it had, who was on there? Remember the Ziggy Zaggy, oi, oi, oi. I don't know if you even know what I'm talking about, but I listened to that for a long time too. Marie's always been that. Marie knows what's up. Marie, did you ever go to shows in Seattle in like the late 90s, early 2000s? Because if you did, we probably went to the same shows. Yeah, that's good to know. So Mom said that she's having issues with that, with same thing over on Nifty. So just double check your sizes on that, because that's obviously something that we're gonna have to check. The Man Show. That's right, The Man Show. Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel before he sold out. Exactly. Yeah, we used to listen to that like every morning. Yeah, I love that show. Like, I mean, I thought it was funny. You couldn't get away with nothing that they said. Nowadays, that show would have been canceled in like 13 minutes. Like, yeah, my first show in Seattle was the Violent Femmes. Marie, I saw the Violent Femmes in Seattle at, I think it was the Showbox. This would have been 1994, maybe, question mark. And I dislocated my kneecap at that show. We were back in the seats waiting for the show to come on so we could all get up front. And I stood up, and there was a very heavy-set man to the right of me. And when I stood up, he stood up, and then he stood on my foot. And I went to yank my foot away, and I dislocated my kneecap. And as you see, there is a beautiful, lovely scar there. It wasn't the first time it had ever popped out. That was at a Violent Femmes show. At the Moore. Yeah, it was the Moore Theater. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. If you were at that show, that means you were at the show that I literally dislocated my kneecap. I was young, too. No, it would have had to have been like 94. Because 92, I would have still been too young. I would have been at home. So I left home at 15. Yeah, so it had to have been like 90. I think it had to have been like 94. So I think the Moore was 92. Yeah, that would be too. So many hurt feelings nowadays. I know, it's true. I mean, there's good and bad that comes with that, right? There's definitely good and there's bad that comes with a lot of stuff. And it's hard too, because like I'm a comedy girl And I know some of my favorite comedies you could never watch now. Well, no, let me say that. You could watch them now. You just don't talk about the fact you like them, and or they would never be able to be released now. So I'm like a very equals person. Like, I love everyone equal, and I believe that everyone should be happy. And so I have no like qualms with anything. But I do have a bit of a dark sense of humor. So I mean, I like weird stuff, guys. Tim Burton's my favorite. I mean, come on. Like, have you looked at me? I have neck tattoos. Susan, good to see you. The topics we get on, you guys, in this are just so ridiculous. I don't even know how it gets to that. This is the cutest. This dress is so stinking cute. Now, this is a dress I would wear. I think it's a little bit too big for me, but I would totally rock this dress. This is such a cute... I don't rock really any dresses, but I would definitely rock this dress. Very, very, very cute, sweet little dress. There's that. And then let's get these. And then we also definitely want to put in the fact that there's pockets in this. Because that is like... That's a huge thing. For all of you ladies out there, you guys know what's up. Like, having pockets, such a big deal. Such a big deal to have pockets. Perfect. All right, and then backwards. I smell dinner. Are you making delicious things for our buddies? No. Perfect. Pockets are life. I know, right? God says me too. I'm twisted. Oh, I know, me too. I have a twisted sense of humor. Like, I like all the dark comedy stuff, guys. I just do. Like, I like to watch something and go, oh my goodness. So, it's just tough. I think we're in a weird era right now because we're still all around to have enjoyed movies and shows that maybe you couldn't get away with now. So we like them because they remind us of nostalgia. But like the younger generations, when they watch them, they're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is horrible. And you're like, it is kind of terrible. Like, it's like, you guys know what I'm saying. It's weird. It's weird. It's hard. It's a weird feeling. All right. Is there any, I don't see any other tags in this. This is crazy. What is with this? Women's clothing. Why is it so difficult? Oh, it's missing its tag. Okay. So we don't have a size on this, but this has to be like, I mean, this has got to be a women's like 2XL or something. Like, I'm assuming. We're going to have to like put in the measurements. This is what I do when I got something like this. I'll just put the measurements in and Google it and be like, women's dress, chest length, this and that and the other. And then the next thing I do, and it'll usually give me like an idea. The other thing you can do is go to Google Lens the item, find one that's for sale on eBay, find one that has a tag on it that someone's taken a picture of, look at their measurements, look at your measurements, and then you can usually figure out, what size it is based on that. My wife smacks me in public a lot because of humor overload. I like that, Neuro. How is your wife doing, by the way, Neuro? How is the wife? Crystal says the same. I mean, I'm literally married to the most inappropriately humored person ever, but I think that's one of the things that attracted me to Justin is that, like, we first started, because we hung out as friends for a year before we started dating, and, like, he would say something and I'd be like, oh, you literally just said that! And he'd be like, what? I'm just like, okay, I like you. You shock me. I like the shock value. But then I also like dad core humor too. Like, I love nothing more than a good pun and silly stuff too. So I guess I like a little bit of both. But she's doing all right. She's just she's doing extensions on someone currently. Like hair extensions? Oh my goodness. She is feeling better than Mary P. What's going on? All right, we're going to get our cute little cactus man up here. And we're going to get pictures of this front first. pictures of the front first. And then we'll do the whole thing. So like I said, I've been doing this opening photo, like for my shirts like this. I've been doing this one as my opener, and it really, really, really has been going well. So I am not switching that up. Let me take a look and make sure. Oh, we need to make that darker. So here's a good example of one where I got to go all the way down to like -7 to get a photo that looks like the right color because I'm so up close. There we go. That's good. Okay. And then we're going to do shoulders. And then we're going to do length. And then we're going to do arms just to basically show off the roll cuff. And then I will unroll the arm for the back photo so that they can see that. Oh, wait. We want to get the full photo with it. And then we'll do the back. And then brighten it up a little bit. There is that one. And then we're going to unroll. Now we're going to flip it and get the back. And then this way they can see that the arms are, that you can unroll them or keep them rolled. And then we'll do the care tag. Moving right along. Tori Mama, what's going on? How's Tori Mama tonight? What is Tori Mama up to? She says about up to 5'7". If you're actually 5'7", that would be really funny and kind of creepy. I probably am not creepy. Well, I don't really promise that, but LW, what's up? How are we tonight? Okay, and then usually these cactus mans, there it is. Usually the cactus mans, it took me a second to figure out where they put what these are made of. It's always on this weird, it's always on the back in a weird spot on these long tags. The first couple times I was doing this, I was like, what are these made out of? Why don't they show me? What in the world? Centauri. Centauri's here. Centauri's not afraid to show up and hang out on a live. That's what Centauri's doing. Tori Mama, what are you doing? Is your name Tori, or are you the mama of Tori? Or do you resell Tories? I don't even know what that would mean, but hey, Levi's reselling worms, so we can resell whatever we want, right? Okay, there's that. Good. And then our little Faraday. So this is a good example of one where I will put the piece, oh my god, I got a piece of tape. So I'll take a little bit of my tape. Now, you can't do this with every tape, okay? And not all tape is going to be good for this, so you got to find a brand of tape you trust, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So find a brand of tape that you trust, and then you can get the tape and then roll it. You got to find stuff that's not going to leave tape residue behind. You can roll it, and then what I do is I just take the corner of one of these shirts, make sure it's all buttoned up real nice, Clark. We're going to do this. We're going to fold this over here, and then we'll do this side since there's a pocket, and we're just going to put this right up here so that it looks like it's part of it. And then I'll show you what this picture is going to look like, because you're like, that looks insane, Charity. I'm like, no, I promise. There's a method to the madness, I promise. I'm not crazy. Well, that's not true. All right, so we're going to get that, like that, and then like that. So this is how I do it. So this is how I've been doing my dress shirts. Oven is finished preheating, honey. This is how I do it. Just like that. Nice little cute Faraday. Sola. Dory, what are you doing tonight? Missy. What are you been up to? Where have you been? What have you been doing? What is my good friend Sola doing on this beautiful Thursday evening? It actually was a really nice day here today. It's finally getting to the point where it's like warm outside and birds are chirping again. You never realize like how ready you are for spring until it actually comes and you're just like, okay, I was starting to be really done with like the crappy weather. Marie's living in Washington. Marie right now is like, yeah, tell me about it. I have to say, Marie, I just don't miss it. I just don't miss the doomies and the gloomies. I don't think I realized how much I didn't want to be in Washington anymore until we moved. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, there are beautiful places in Washington, absolutely gorgeous, and it's a super fun place to visit, but it's the rain. It's the constant, relentless, gray drizzle that just really gets to you, and Marie can probably attest to that, because I know she lives up there. It's tough, man. You're in Texas. Don't wish for heat too soon. You know, we did okay this summer. I think the only time that I had a really hard time with it is on Saturdays when I was out garage sealing and it was like 105, 106. I was sweating. So Justin went with me this last Saturday and he hasn't been garage selling with me in a long time. And it was like 73, 74. And he's like, oh my God, he's like, how do you do this in the summer here? And I'm like, I don't know. I love the thrill of the hunt so much. I don't think I notice it. But yeah, it definitely gets hot here. It's not too bad where we're at. I mean, at least this part of Texas is hill country, so there is some humidity. It doesn't get, like, so dry. What's happening? I'm warmed down from the job. Oh, Dory. Oh, Dory. That's how I do, too. So easy. Let's get on listings. I agree, Tori. I agree. What's spring? It's always summer here, says Annie. That's true. That is true. Yeah, there's a reason it's called the Big Dark. I get it. Yeah. Washington is tough, you guys. It really is a hard place to live. If your moods are even remotely sensitive to the weather, or your body, it's very, 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 very difficult. For me, I mean, most of you guys probably don't know this, but I have the old fibres. So the fibres do not like lots of moisture, at least not in my case. It doesn't like the cold and the damp and the wet. So I was waking up in Washington every single morning, and I still have to stretch here, so I stretch every day for about 15 to 20 minutes. I have like a whole stretch regimen I do, but when I was in Washington, I would have to get up out of bed, and it would hurt so bad every morning. My muscles would be like, what happens to me is when I sleep, my muscles seize up, and so it takes them a while to like get going. So I would have to get up and I'd get into the shower and I'd have to stand in the shower for like 20 minutes just to get my body enough to relax and warm up, and then I'd have to go out and stretch. So it would take me like an hour every morning just to be able to like live my day. And so, and then if I had to take a nap or sleep, I'd get up. Like the same situation. Here, I get up and I'm a little stiff, but it is nothing compared to what it was like in Washington. So I can see why when I had gone into my, the specialist I was seeing in Washington State, they had suggested, they're like, you know, have you ever thought about going to a warmer climate? And I was like, yeah, I thought about it. But at the time we were still caregiving for my mom, and so we couldn't move because her health insurance. So anyways, no woe is me. I'm just saying that it definitely is difficult. It's definitely difficult in that colder weather. So I enjoy the sun, but boy, it's rough. It is. And Crystal, I agree with you. I don't go out and bake in the sun. I'm not spending a ton of time out there for sure. Like, it's always hard because it's like the only months here that are probably a little bit too crazy are like end of June, July, and August are, of course, brutal here. But that last summer that just happened wasn't as bad. It was a summer before that, and I wasn't here for that, and I heard you guys cooked here. Like, so bad. Nora, what are you doing today? Foxy's in the house. Foxy's in the house. We're going to get this here and that there. This is our nice little Ariat. Little cute little top. Nothing crazy. Just a little tunic. Just a little tunic. Alright, let's take a look here at our coloring for that. And I think that looks pretty good. I think we can brighten up just a little bit. A little dark. It needs to be just a little bit brighter. We want it to look sunshiny. We don't want it to look like not the real color, but we also want it to look like nice and shiny and all that good stuff. Nice and pretty and Easter-like and all that fun stuff. A lot of people are going to be buying stuff right now for like the holiday stuff. So people are starting to think about warmer weather. And length and chest and done. And I also want to make sure I feature, this has got like some really cool, these sleeves are actually like an asymmetrical, I guess you would call it. Kind of an asymmetrical look. If I can get that to go out. We'll just take our little ruler here. Boom. Like a boss. Like a boss. Boom, shakalaka, shakalaka, like a boom. All right, all right. One more time, one more time. And we'll just get a picture of this tag while we're right here as well. Done and done. And then turn this puppy around and get a picture of her beautifulness from back here. And done skis. Like a pro. Bell sleeve. Yeah, kind of like a bell sleeve. It's almost like an asymmetrical lined down. Less belly, more A-line boho-y. The furniture movement has taken me. Poor Jean. Jean, why are you moving furniture? What are you doing? What's happening? How did you get inducted into furniture moving? Oh my gosh, is that not the worst phone call you get from someone when they're like, hey, could you just help me move a couch? You're like, oh no. Why did you ask me that? Yeah, August 2 years ago was terrible. Yeah, so that is when our poor sweet realtor. So we bought this house sight unseen. We had a realtor that went around and zoomed all the houses here that we were looking at in the area where we bought a house. And this woman was like, she'd have to go in her car and turn her AC on and put her phone in front of it to let her phone cool down because it got too warm while she was going through the houses looking at the houses for us. I felt so bad for her. Too hot. Oh, Costco haul. Gotcha. Cairo tomorrow. Yeah, no doubt. Frenchie, what is my good friend Frenchie doing? Emmy, good to see ya. What is Le Frenchman up to today? What is the Frenchman doing to build his empire of French wares and French fries doing today? All right, we're just gonna get all these little goober on the shirt, We can't get you off there, guys. We can't have you goobing up the joint. So I'm going to bust out my favorite reselling item ever to use, baby wipes. This is the easiest cleaning tool you'll ever find. Make sure when you get them, you get the ones that are like for sensitive skin that don't have any like lotions or any creams. I have found the more generic, the better. The kind of just the cheapiest ones you can find, because then you can just take your little finger right like that and you can just take off any little funky goobery guys that a shirt may have. Perfect. Done. Goobers eliminated. No more goobers. We don't want goobers. Goobers are gross. We don't want the goobers. Alright, perfect. Done. Oh, I got a little shirt sleeve going rogue there. There's that. I got a little dog hair there. We'll get that off. You know, just the basics. Alright, and then good on the color. Let's take a look here. Bring that down. I usually do my black t-shirts. I usually do like -3. And then graphic stuff, I like to get kind of close in, especially for like your depop buyers. They want to know like how cracked is the graphics. Some people really, really like that like cracked graphics look, and some people do not want that at all. So I think it's important to kind of show both. There's that, and that, and that. Done. Done, done, done. Oh, no, we didn't do the back. Just kidding. Not done. Not done. Doing okay. Had a pop-up before Joey. Oh my gosh. Oh no, was Joey's thing tonight? Oh my goodness. Did I just work through the whole thing? Oh. I feel terrible. Was Joey's show tonight? I had it marked. It didn't say, I didn't get a notification. Joey, I'm sorry. I feel bad. Oh, I try to make it to everybody's too. That makes me, I feel terrible about that. Joey, if you're on here or someone talks to Joey, tell him I said I'm really sorry about that. It was earlier. Oh, I did not get a notification. I don't know how I didn't get notified. I've had quite a few people tell me that they didn't get notifications for my show too. So I don't know if WN is having like an issue. Because I went in and not only did I bookmark his show, but I also promoted it. I didn't pay to promote, but I was telling other people about it because I didn't want to miss it. Ugh. I gotta send Joey a message and tell him I'm so sorry. I don't know why I didn't get a notification. I'm gonna do that right now because now I feel terrible. Now I feel bad. Like I said, I want to go to as many people as I can. So I'm taking a human moment here, guys, and sending a message. Hey, mister, I am so sorry. I did not get notified about your show, ! I hope it went good. I hope you had an amazing time, and I will definitely be there at the next one, smiley face. Okay. All right, moving right along. I know, it's hard to get to everybody's, but it was his first show, and I feel bad. Okay. Well, hopefully he will accept my apology and moving forward. Yeah, I didn't get a pop-up notification. I even asked who. I was like, oh yeah, and guys, we even looked. So if you guys have been with me since the beginning of this, I said who all has WN shows tonight, and I went in and looked, and it did not show me his. It showed me for my saved shows. It showed that Hustle has one tomorrow, and that AZ's got one coming up. I think I accidentally scheduled one for the same time as yours last week. Oh no, Frenchie, it happens. I mean, you guys, what are we gonna do, right? Like, we all are trying to accommodate each other, and we're all trying to be there for each other, but I think we are all doing the best we can, right? Like, I think we're all doing the gosh darn best that we can. We are trying to be friends. Nia's Collective, what is going on? Good to see you. All right, so this shirt is literally still available in stores. So I just got this too. So this person bought this, probably wore it once, and then that was it. The big 3 says, coming in hot. Big 3 coming in hot. Yeah, joining the team. Welcome back to the team. Frenchie, the Frenchman. Frenchie's a Frenchman. Frenchie, your name always reminds me of The Little Mermaid, when it's like, les poissons, how I love les poissons. If you take off the bones, then you tear off the toes. Les poissons, and then you put on a dish, and it smells kind of nice. I need to find you on WN and bookmark you. I'm there, Crystal. I am definitely there. If you go over, it is right here. Here is me. Here is me. I am here. That is me. Just look for an overly bright, outrageously insane looking backgrounds. So, what should I got coming up? Oh, so I just scheduled a few more. So I've got vintage and modern video games coming up this Tuesday. Then I've got vintage and modern hats. Then I've got vintage and Y2K toys and plush. Then I've got vintage decor, watches, and jewelry. And then I don't know what's after that. So we'll just, whatever we got, we're putting up there. I'm a little interesting on WN. I would say yes. I would say we have a good time over there. All right, bringing this here. Bringing it here, and because it's unbuttoned, we're gonna get a picture of it while it's unbuttoned. Why do we do that? We do it because we want to save time. All right, getting a picture of this, and doing the exposure correctly, and fantastic. And then closing her up with this Fred Flintstone, cool Fred Flintstone bone. This is so like, hey, you new wave, get over here. You're the prettiest thing I've seen all year. All right, there's that. And then we'll do this. Les shoulders. You got me speaking in Frenchy now, Frenchy. We've got les shoulders. Then we have les arms. We've got the length. With one tiny little micro itty bitty speck. So we're going to picture that. Then we've got the chest area with its beautiful flow. Oh, one other little tiny micro spot that I am not going to scrub out because I don't want to. And I will make this $3 cheaper so that I don't have to scrub that spot out. Yep, because time is money, baby. Pool league tonight, gotta go. Frenchie! Kick butt! Don't put any of the 8 balls in the corner unless you call it, and don't put the white ball in the pockets. I went and played pool and I found those things out. Unless you're like doing like aqua aerobics in the pool, and that's even more fun. I still think that looks like Prue Leith from GBBO. I don't even know what that means. Oh, Great British Bake Off. Yes, I know what that means, and you are correct. That does look like that. Yeah, this is one of the things from our thrift haul that I got from that little honey hole a couple weeks ago. So, finally getting it listed. Got so many stuff. But, most importantly, the garage is finished. Most importantly, the freaking garage is done. I remember talking about getting that garage done when I first started doing these with y'all. I started doing TikTok live in, I think, September or October, I think. And I have been talking about getting that garage done since then. And we've been working on it. We've definitely been working on it. It was just, I mean, it was an entire garage from bottom of the floor up, and every single box had to be reorganized, gone through, sorted. I mean, good lordy. She's a very bold person. Yeah, I agree. I know. Dizzy, can you believe I finished the garage? Oh my gosh, so much work. So much work, but so worth it. I'm so happy that it's done. I'm so happy that it's done. It took a very long time. And you know what? Over everything, it's been one of those things where it's like, not only did I need to get it done so that I could figure out for reselling stuff, but I needed it to get done just for like my own peace of mind. Like I needed that spot in my house to be organized and done because now we've got a whatnot room that's half followed. I see you, Crystal. We got a whatnot room that's half finished, and I still have like, you know, tubs and bins in the other room, and so it's like, but at least that's done. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing done. It's like, you guys know, or maybe you don't, but my favorite book's called The Compound Effect. It's like the greatest book, and it really helps teach you how to judge things by an overall versus like in the moment. And so this is kind of like that. The garage is kind of like that first step. Like it's the first macaroni noodle in the tub, but before the whole tub is full of macaroni noodles. It's like, okay, that's done. Clink, next thing. Clink, next thing, clink. And then all of a sudden you have like half a jar of macaroni noodles. And I just can't wait to get to the half a jar of macaroni noodles because right now we're only at like a quarter macaroni noodles. That makes no sense to anyone unless you have a completely spicy neurodivergent brain like I do, and you think in analogies and visual things like that. Otherwise, the other 92% of you are like, what is she talking about? Sometimes Justin just looks at me and he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, it's an analogy. Don't worry about it. My spicy brain gets that. Kitch, I have a feeling you know exactly what I'm talking about. Diz says, I get it. That's why I'm moving the furniture. Oh my goodness. Jean's got jokes today, guys. You gotta watch out for Jean. She's got jokes today. She's moving furniture. She's feeling spicy. All right, we're gonna get a picture of our little Miss Me here. This will probably sell, I'm guessing, on Depop. Would be my guess on this one. I have a feeling this is probably gonna be Depop. Maybe Poshmark, but we will see. It's kind of a rocker, biker, slash Western, slash 90s vibe. It's got a little bit of everything with this like absolutely sick, insane, embellished, jeweled, velvet front hit and back hit, by the way. Totally crazy. So there's that. And then on the buttons it even says Miss Me. So this is Miss Me Unplugged, which I have literally never heard of. So crazy. Crazy situation. All right. Yeah, Miss Me Unplugged. Unleash the individual within, it says. Whoa! It's also bossy, apparently. Tell me to unleash my individual. Who do you think you are, Miss Me? What in the heck do you think you're telling me to do? Alright, we're gonna get that. Absolutely sick and disgusting back hit. So incredible. So amazing. We gotta get up close to that. That is nuts. This is like so 1990s look. I love it. I make to-do lists of my to-do list for the feeling of accomplishments. Okay. How many of you guys will admit this like I will? I'll make a to-do list, and then if I'm not getting things done in the way that I want to get them done, I'll write down things on that list and then cross them out. And be like, yep, did that. You know what? I didn't get to that, but look what I did get to. Another completely different random task that I had no business doing, but it's done and I did it. I'll do that. I'm not embarrassed to admit that. I'm not embarrassed. I will write it down and I will cross that sucker out like nobody's business. All right, rolling this up here and here. Yes, those are my side quests, Marie. That's good. I like that. It's quiet over on the YT. You guys are quiet over there today. I put the entire list in the trash. Mine just ends up on a shelf with dust. I'm like, oh yeah, that to-do list I was going to do 6 years ago. I remember that. Forgot about that. All right, got a little wool guy here. We're going to just do an inside picture real quick while we've got one of the buttons undone. And she's picked up some hairs along her travels. Let's get those off there. No hairs for you. Ooh, you know what that could be? That just got delivered today? I ordered a new fabric shaver because my fabric shaver, which I actually dumped in here accidentally, I love her, but I dropped her. This is the second time because I need to put it on the string probably. She had a dent, but she also, her blades are dull. I've had this, this was originally my son's fabric shaver, and he gave it to me, and it has served me well. It has been amazing, but the blade in it is like pretty much toast. Now, I think this one came with a replacement blade, but I don't have it. It's somewhere probably. Or Isaiah may never even have given it to me. So I saw one that I'm very interested in because I'm constantly trying to find things that don't have batteries. I want to find like rechargeable things. So I found, I believe I ordered that one. It's like a rechargeable one. Did I get that one or did I get the one with the heavier duty shave? I can't remember. It's going to be a surprise. Anyways, we'll find out together. So I figured, well, I could either order the same one I used before or just try something different. And I'm going to try it. I don't have any qualms with that one. It's just with the blades done. Oh, that's so funny. So my son and I have this really crazy connection. Like, I was a really young mom, you guys. And so, like, we kind of, like, I raised him completely, like, mainly by myself for many, many years. But we also are, like, best friends, I think, just because we're, like, technically we're in the same generation. Just saying. So we have this weird connection, and whenever I, like, talk about him or think about him, almost always he texts me. And I literally just talking about that fabric shaver. I haven't talked about him at all while I've been on here. And he just sent me a voice message. That's so funny. That's so crazy. Erica, welcome in. Losing it! What is up, losing it? I'm happy to see ya. So, I love that kid. I love that kid. Where's all my moms out there? Who else is a mom? Where's my moms? Where's my mom ladies? Alright, and there's that. Okay, now we can get her all buttoned up and snuggled in real nice. Looking beautiful and ready to make a preppy career core businesswoman church lady very happy. Or a younger girl that is trying to go for like a grandma retro / clueless with like the chore coat pockets, old school look. She could also be looking for that. She could also be looking for that. Alright, let's get a picture of this puppy. Boom, done. Looking beautiful. Here we go. Then brag to my wife of everything I did get done, knowing I added half of it after the fact. Justin will see right through that, though. He'll be like, why is there 8 different kinds of ink on this list? And why do some of them are crossed out and say Justin? Because I'll also put stuff I asked him to do on the list, and then I'll cross it out and make it look like I did it. 1, 2, 3. Welcome in. Told you guys, we're spilling all the secrets today. We're spilling it all today. That's what's happening. Nothing's taboo today, folks. Nothing is taboo today, folks. All right, and that, and we're not holding anything behind. We're just letting it all go. Perfect. There is that, and done. I already got a picture of the care tag, so moving right along. Snazzy Amethyst Moon Mom. Oh my goodness, that's what I wanted my middle name to be when I was little. Some of you guys might have already heard the story, but my parents were hippies. They got married on a hilltop wearing matching red wedding dresses, sharing the devil's lettuce with the minister. This is not a joke. This is a true story. So I was almost named Windy City. We were not from Chicago, but I was almost named that. So just to give you an idea of my parents. So my parents, were very much like that. And wait, where was I going with this story? Must be time to eat. What were we talking about? Nope. I totally lost it. Never mind. Thanks. I was just getting ready to tell a story, honey.
Oh, yeah?
And I got 5 seconds into it. And then I completely forgot what I was telling the story about.
So, normal.
Yep. Exactly. That's how the day goes. Hey, Bailey, what is going on? I literally don't remember what I was going to say. But that's okay. I'm sure it'll come up some other time in some other random thing. And I'll get to tell you guys. And I'll be like, oh, all right, this one's got a little spot on it. So, little trick I do. This spot I think I will try to get out because I think I can just put a little Dawn dish soap. Is I take a piece of tape. I put a piece of tape over the spot. That way, and then it goes into my spot bin. And then once a week, I'll just do like little spot treatments on things that I know can come out super easy. Like little Dawn dish soap. Done. And it'll go in the tub. And if the tape's on there, I know that that's the only spot I need to do. Oh, you take your pics and then a pic of the number too. Yes, Stephanie, I do, so that I don't forget the number, or this. That way when I go to list up or put my SKU in, it's just already there. I used to write everything down. You guys might remember. Has anyone been with me watching this long enough? Jean, maybe. Have you guys been in here with me long enough to have seen how I used to write it all down? So when I was first starting to kind of go full time, because I mean, I've only been doing this full time for like maybe 7 months. So before that, I was like super part-timey girl. And I didn't do a lot of clothing at the beginning at all. The clothing thing has been, well, about a year now. And so I would write everything down. I'd have a book and I'd write down the measurements and everything in there. But then I found over time I didn't have to do that because I looked at my pictures differently, did our computer setup differently. Now with Nifty, I don't have to do that at all. But if that's where you're at, if you guys still have to write things down, don't feel bad. I mean, that's what I did. I had to do that too, how to learn a system. So I did that for a long time. Nora says, yes, I intend to write everything down, but yeah, ADHD. Girl, the struggle is real. I was telling everybody earlier, I totally had one of those, like, woe's me moments the other day where anyone that has, like, any sort of, like, neurospiciness knows exactly what I'm talking about. You just get those days where you're, like, kind of extra hard on yourself because although we laugh about it and it is fun and, you know, it's just us, right? There's nothing wrong with us. But there are days where it really gets exhausting because it's like you've gone in the same room 14 times. You have procrastinated your morning because you, for whatever reason, are having just one of those, like, really on, like, having a hard time staying on task days. Some days are just like that. You know, we have those days and we have those moments where it happens. I totally had one of those the other day where I was like, I just needed to have a woe's me moment, you know? It's like, it's all funny and it's all hilarious and we all joke about it, but there's definitely those days where you're just like, why can't my brain just be normal? But, you know, we put on our big girl panties and we go with it. It's all fun till you can't find something. Need to compile all notes into a cohesive document. Dude, the real struggle. I think what really set me off was the phone. I lost my phone for like hours and hours and hours because I set it on a shelf in my closet in a spot where it's like, why would that even go there? Like, how would my brain think that that's a good... I mean, that's why I wear this, you guys, is because otherwise it ends up, like, in the refrigerator under tortillas or something. And we laugh about it in our house, and it's funny and everything, but there definitely is those days where you're just like, I just want to be a regular human. Like, I wonder what it would be like, you know what I mean? To, like, go into a room and remember why you're there, and you don't leave anything behind. You complete the task. You start a task and you complete the task. You don't leave any cabinets open or drawers open. You don't injure yourself or break something in the room. And when you leave the room, it's in the same condition it was as when you went into the room. Like, what would that be like? I can't even imagine. I mean, I just don't know. I can't imagine it. It would be really boring. Stephanie, I love that. I really love that. I love that. Stephanie, I'm going to tell you right now. You just literally made... I can't even talk. You just totally made my day in that moment. It would be totally boring. And you're absolutely right. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes you just need someone to say something and it just hits you right in the old feelers. It would be very boring. I mean, Amethyst, Moon, middle name. Jean, I love you so much. Okay. Yes. So I went through this phase. I went through this kind of like hippie girl phase, and I wanted my middle name to be, are we ready for this? Amethystinity. Whoa! That's what I wanted my middle name to be. And I wanted it so bad, but I didn't have the $80 to go, I'm not crying. My eye's just leaking. I didn't have the $80 to go, change my name, because that's how much the name change was. So to this day, I still don't have a middle name. I don't want it to be Amethystinity now, because I can't even spell it. But I still don't have a middle name. So my middle name is an asterisk on my driver's license. So when they ask me for my driver's license name or number, I have to say like my numbers and then there's an asterisk in it. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, they're like, you have to like draw an asterisk. So when I went to, I totally forgot about this. When I went to take my cosmetology test, it was online at the DMV, and you have to put in your, first name, last name, and then your middle initial in order for it to let you into the program to take the test, and it wouldn't let me in. Like, the supervisor had to come over and, like, do a supervising override in order for me to be able to take the test, because I don't have a middle name. So there's no initial for that. So that's funny. I am still on. I'm almost done. We're on our very last item here. So I committed to doing all these today, so we're making it happen. So this is a little pair of vintage Reeboks. Reebok is not a brand I ever pick up unless it's vintage, because Reebok back in the day used to be kind of more like of an elite brand. I would say Reebok and Adidas both were really super popular about at the same time. So like if you look at like streetwear or like the hip hop culture at all, like in the like early 90s, I would say probably, some in the late 80s, but definitely like early 90s, from like 91 to like, maybe like 97, Reebok and Adidas were so huge. I think you could even argue that they were more popular than Nike for a short period of time. And so everybody wanted their, the triple line Adidas. Everybody wanted the Adidas puffers with the white mountaintop edges. Reebok was never, or at least not in my era, was never as big as that. But Adidas definitely was. But Reebok and Adidas for a while there definitely rivaled Nike. I think the mistake that happened was, in my opinion anyways, of what happened. I am no fashion guru, but just judging off of what I've seen, I think what happened was they started outsourcing their clothing really heavily. It started to get really super cheaply made, like especially Adidas. I think Reebok just kind of went to the wayside, started becoming more of like a grandpa line. But with Adidas, they started outsourcing their material and their clothing, and they really compromised quality. Like if you take an Adidas jacket from like 93 or 92, and then you take an Adidas jacket from like 98, it is like a completely different constructed piece of clothing. Like we're talking like from a nice, you're getting something at like, a sports store to like Wally World quality. And so if you can find Adidas stuff in that era, it goes for pretty big money. Like I got an Adidas jacket at a garage sale for a couple bucks, and we just sold that last week for I don't know, what did we make on that jacket, like 45 $60, something like that. I don't remember, something like that. But you gotta make sure you're looking for the older tags. If it's newer, you're not going to get really anything for it. It's just not really worth much. And how you can find that out is if you go to Google and then type in Adidas labels over the years. And I think I even had, I think if you go over to my IG, I think I might have done a post about this actually, not that long ago. I think I may have. I don't know if anybody follows me over on IG, but I do a lot of like just post stuff over there versus like just videos. I do a lot of post stuff. And so I had done a post over there if you guys want to see what those look like. And then same thing with Nike tags and stuff like that. If you can put those in an album in your phone, that way when you go thrifting, you can like kind of easily figure out kind of what era a piece of clothing is. A lot of resellers don't realize some of the Nike shirts they have are vintage, and I see the tags and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. You got to do your research, boo. Because they're selling, a 1994 Nike shirt for, $5.99 or something on eBay. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to just order that up real quick. So Reebok pumps were the trend before Jordans. Yeah, Reebok pumps were so big. That's right. Yeah, Reeboks were really big. I'd say Reeboks had more of their thing would have been more like, I'm going to wild guess on this. 87 to 92. I would say is a sweet spot for Reebok. If I had to guess, I could be so off on that. But I feel like that might be true. And maybe even a little earlier for Reeboks, maybe like mid 80s too, because I can see those old like 80s, the guys with like the mullets wearing those from that era. And then yeah, Adidas, man, they just they sold out and cashed out hard. Lavicia, what's going on? Yep, that's right, girl. Our era. Next on that. I'm not going to admit how long it took to spell the gemstone, but I'm in the shower. I don't know what that means. Why are you spelling gemstones? It sounds like an absolute nightmare system. Yeah. K-Swiss and Adidas. K-Swiss. Man, I picked up, early reseller thing, I picked up a pair of K-Swisses at a garage sale in the box. They were red, which, by the way, guys, red shoes. Oh, Hustle's going to be on here in a second, so we're going to go. I picked up a pair of, I'm going to end this with this because this is our last item anyways, but I picked up a pair of red K-Swisses. I'm like, I spent like $15 on these at a garage sale, you guys. I'm like, I'm going to make so much money on these. I get them home. They comped for $21. I was like, but K-Swiss was popular. It's like, that's not now, girl. You got to be doing your research. Yeah. Oh, amethyst. Yeah. Amethystinity is what I wanted. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, middle school was 87, 89. Reebok was definitely big. Okay, Marie, I thought so. So I'm going to just end this here, guys, because Hustle and AZ are going to be doing their thing. So if you guys don't follow Hustle in Arizona, make sure you hop on over to their live. Let's make sure that that's actually going on before I tell everybody, and then there isn't one. Let's just see. Does anybody know if they're... Whoa. TikTok is being slow. Ooh, do they not have one tonight? Maybe they don't have one tonight. Do they not have one tonight? Guys, Hustle and AZ. Because it is Thursday, right? That was my alarm for reminding me that Hustle and AZ have a thing tonight. No. Oh, no Reseller Live tonight. Back to it next week. All right, we'll finish this. I thought they canceled. There we go. As of this morning, the guest had not confirmed. Gotcha. All right, well, we'll finish this up. Thanks for letting me know, you guys. We'll finish this up here. Did I do measurements on this? I don't even remember. See, that's what happens, guys. That's where the brain goes. I took pictures of the front and the back. That's all we did. That's as far as we got, was front and backs. Great job. We did it. All right, and then we're going to, I got to get back to the camera here. This will be my last item, though. So there's that, and then we're going to do hips with a piece of dog hair there. We'll just get that off there, because who wants to see that? And then we'll do our rise. Oh, my goodness. I think I need to lint roll my actual thing here. I got a feeling that my hairs are getting back on because of that. That's what happens when you own two white dogs. It's like I try to get every little stitch of hair off if I can, but I mean, what are you gonna do? So I'll show you guys this cool old vintage tag here in a second. Let me just get these unzipped so that I may show that they are the zip and unzip kind. Oh my goodness. Hairy City. Hairy City. We got some hairy pants. Good Lord. Good Lord. We got someone had it. That is not all from my dog. That is someone else's little pup with a hairy body. Their body was made of hair and it got everywhere. They live with bums with hairy bodies. Alright, so I just want to show that that opens. And then show that it closes. Perfect. Alright. And we're going to tag, yeah, so look at these old. So if anyone's from that Reebok era, you guys will recognize this tag. Look at this old Reebok tag. Whoa, hey-o. That's an old boy. That one has been around. It's an old boy tag. There is that. Okay, baby, I'm on my last item. And then that. Perfect. So, nice little pair of joggers here. That's so funny. So, these are mediums, which I would classify these as smalls now. It's so funny. And any of you that sell vintage clothing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The sizing for things back in the day compared to the sizing now is so different. Like, large back in the day is like a medium. Like, an extra large today would have been like a 2 or 3X back in the day. It's so crazy. Like, we just have changed as a species. I mean, I know I changed. Girl can't keep her mouth off a chicken sandwich. Although I've been really good. I've been really, really good, you guys. I'm on a health kick, making changes this year. On a health kick, taking care of myself. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, that's that. Okay, so we did a whole tub together, you guys. That is me as Stones. Good to see you guys. I'm gonna head out, so I will see you. I might be back on what is tomorrow, Friday? I'll probably pop on it sometime tomorrow. Either I'll be doing shipping with y'all, or I just did shipping this afternoon because we had to get the WN stuff out. So if I don't have a whole bunch of stuff in the morning, I may just pop on and do some more photos tomorrow. So come on in, hang out. Other than that, have a great night. All right. Yes, thanks, Jean. Jean, I love you. All right, good night, you guys.